There's my phone that says we're live. Yep. Runes. The other day when she was barking like that because the thing was stuck, Andy's like, I just don't understand why she likes those bones. Oh, that's funny. Look back at this time. Whoops. Hello. There we are. Steiny, you owe me a beer, isn't that what they used to say? It's so stupid. Super excited for tonight. So are we. Hello, hello. Oh, look, Sean Murray's in the house. How are you feeling, Sean? Are you better?
Rainy Friday. We got a sunny Friday here.
I know, first time in a long time we got a sunny Friday.
You know, the next 5 days are like 70s.
I know. Got the shorts again, Justine.
No.
What?
These went back to Whitey's.
Oh, what? What did you eat today for dinner?
Nothing, why?
Well, just wondering.
Oh, eggs, yeah. Hello, I feel like I haven't stopped working.
Pegs, you're not still at the office, are you?
Not all the way, but much better.
That's good. BJ, Peggy wants to know if you are retired because I want to know that too. I think you are. BJ goes to a crop, it seems like, every weekend. Crop or a show, whatever. Hello, everybody.
Hello from Parma.
That's Miss Elena, who's local. That's too funny. Can I have a sip of my tea? Tell me if, that's good, thanks. Tell me if Chuck's in the house, which means Rob probably's in the house, which means Lucy's probably listening to us. We get to meet Lucy live and in person this weekend. Runes.
Next week.
Mm-mm.
You said this weekend.
Well, yeah, we're already in this weekend, so the next this weekend would be...
Okay.
No, okay, Wednesday.
Been retired since 2014.
So there you go, Pegs. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm glad you're on. Can you do a random name list and text it to me? Let's go 12 people deep since we don't... Aw. Since some people can't call us. Whoever bought the clock class, give me 12 random people. Just text them to me if you can, please. Thanks, Justine.
Welcome.
Oh, the clock class. There's Miss Carol. We saw Miss Carol today. God, look at all those. What are they saying over there?
Hello from Disney office.
Oh, that's Laura. We know who that is.
Sean Murray says, is Vicky on? She's really sick.
Vicky who?
Yeah, Vicky.
Vicky Jefferson?
Oh.
Is that who you mean? Let us know if that's who you mean. I have to say, is Jackie Weaver on yet? I gotta show you what we got from Jackie Weaver. Jackie Weaver, she's so sweet. And again, I'm gonna say this. Oh, it is. Vicky Jefferson. Sean, can you text me if you say she's really, really, really sick? Can you text me to tell me how sick and if we should be concerned type of sick, please? That would be fantastic if you can do that. So Vicky Jefferson, again, not Vicky Jefferson, Jacqueline Weaver. She is so stinking cute. First of all, you don't have to send us stuff. You don't have to buy us things. You don't have to make us stuff. It's all much appreciated, but you don't have to do it. She made everybody a mug rug. And by the way, Andy loved his. I mean, loved his. I would tell him to talk to you about it, but he's a little bit sick today. So that means he's a little bit crabby today. And we know that we never want crabby Andy down here with us.
Elizabeth said it was on PayPal. She can't do it.
Oh, it was on PayPal. That's, ugh. Okay, so look. So this is, here. Let me go down here. This is...
Crosby's poop bag.
This is what she made Crosby. Like, how cute is that? So this is from Jacqueline Weaver. And obviously unzips to put the poop bags there. And because she left nobody out, I mean nobody...
Runes
got one. And it looks like Ruden's too. I mean, do you see the big long ears? Rudy's name. I mean, it's hilarious. And in the brown. Like, how cute is that? Very,
I told
very
her,
cute.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I see that. I'll have to get that later. And it is very cute. Okay, so I need to open up my box. What? Oh. Oh, I should have had them do that. Okay, does everyone know how Justine has those super nails? And I say she always opens up the things? Here, you're going to have to show them. You're going to have to come over here, though, and kind of do it underneath here. Watch, this is what Justine does with all our boxes we get their nails. So do it there. Make sure you're in... Don't move that, though. Yeah. Look, this is ridiculous.
Well, this one's not working. Usually it works.
Well, no,
here,
I
but-
did that.
I know, but this one isn't working because it's really. Yeah,
That is
I can't
ridiculous.
get it. But the top one works, then you pop it.
It's crazy. Justine.
Love this. I need the pattern. Where did you get it?
Ouch. I know. I don't know. Jacqueline, you could tell people what you did, how you did that.
Jackie Davis.
Why doesn't Jackie have a kit to play with? Okay, I know everyone opened up their boxes. I know, I get it.
What record did you get, Jenny?
George Strait.
Oh.
Too much. What? Too much of too little. Maybe. Love without end, amen. Oh, I think this. Love
Nope.
without
Those are
end,
my nails,
amen.
Marion.
I think, I don't know which is the A side. Yeah, this is the A side. Love without end, amen. Isn't that? I'm going to love you forever and ever. Forever and ever.
She makes them in an
Amen.
embroidery machine.
I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's what I have. Okay, so I know a lot of you are like probably jumping the gun. You open things and this and that. How great was it that we gave you a battery? Justine, you're going to have to
Handsome.
give me a little.
No, pretty,
there you go.
not handsome. Sorry, Rose.
I know. Look at her nose. It's
shouldn't have
starting
wore
to
white
crap a
again
little bit.
today.
Or crack a little bit.
Rose, I gotta wear black here for you.
But and I know you guys are going to jump the gun, open this. But if you opened up your clock part, which you are going to find, well, I don't want to bust this box. Here, maybe you get your claw nail over here and open that up.
She said because I forgot to pay for my extra kit and it didn't ship till Tuesday, so we'll be here tomorrow.
Oh no, I think we shipped them separately. But look, when you go into your clock pieces, and we'll talk about this later, you have, I believe, 4 different clock hands to choose from. You do 4 different clock hands. So yours don't. I use the second from the biggest, but I'm way jumping the gun. So, but I know you guys opened that and you're all excited because you got all that, and I thought it was exciting because you got to choose 4 things anyhow. So here, you put. Well, yeah, put that right there for right now. Okay. So nobody new bought the clock class. So everybody who has purchased this clock class has been a client of ours. So welcome everybody. I don't have to introduce ourselves, although you know I'm just Jennifer, and to my right is Justine.
Barbara says, no wonder why you had no batteries for your remote last week because you gave them all to
Well,
us.
you know what's funny is, I know, but I did bring extra batteries because every single week this thing goes down and needs batteries. Today was the first time it didn't get need batteries. Oh, for those of you, Misty, I believe you probably opened your kit. You are going to need a hole punch. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to go grab a hole punch. You need a hole punch, or you need your long reach punch. You need something that could put a hole in things. If you don't have a hole punch, which you should if you're used to our classes, or if you you just need something that could put a hole in it. And long reach is preferred. If not, you could use, you know, that Japanese screw hole punch. But we'll give you like 2 minutes to go grab a hole punch. You don't need it right this second, but you do need it. It was fun. I thought more people were going to post the 45s that they got. Oh, something's on the ground there. Don't worry about picking that up.
I'm not.
Justine. So I have to tell you, I'm not going to start because I'm going to wait 2 minutes. I have to tell you that this clock start off as a Christmas clock. It had Christmas colors, and it was a Christmas clock. But then I couldn't get enough things around the edges to make it a Christmas clock. And if I put the hearts around there, that added the enough pizzazz that I wanted. But then hearts don't really go with the Christmas papers. So I had to change the whole paper scheme. And I went with blue because blue kind of matches everything. Now, I will say that if I could have, I would have put numbers here instead of the hearts. And if you guys have numbers that you want to put that in there, good, Angela. You get an A+. If you have numbers that you want to put here instead of the hearts, and I know the clock is wrong. That's because I'm holding it wrong. There, now I'm still holding it wrong. No, it's not. There we go. It should be that. Is it working? Yes. I keep bumping it though. But anyhow, if you have numbers that you don't want to put in place of these hearts, you surely could use numbers. Any numbers that we had, we absolutely did not have enough numbers to give to everybody in a kit. So the hearts was a great second choice, which I ended up liking. But seriously, if you have numbers, you want to try numbers, you absolutely could try numbers. But again, I'm going ahead of the game right now. Okay, so everyone should be back. Everyone should be back with their hole punch if you had to go grab that. So let's start cutting. So this is crap. I left my notes at the warehouse. I don't need them, but I do need them. This is, what stamp is this, Justine?
I want to say Summit, but I could be wrong.
I think it is Summit.
Yeah, I think it's Summit.
Somebody help me. I think, what is this? I got Rick Ashley, whoever he is. You know Rick Ashley.
Rick Ashley, was he from the...
He's, wasn't he,
I want to say he was from the car.
Lady in Red? Isn't that Rick Ashley? No, Rick Ashley. What did Rick Ashley...
I heard of him, but I don't know the songs.
Rick, oh, come on now. Rick Ashley, didn't he sing... What are the top Rick Ashley songs?
Here's a summary from Billboard.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt
Peggy
you.
said, I think
Strong,
Summit.
strong man. Giving up on love. Move right out.
I think this is
It is Summit.
I think it is Summit. So this is Summit, okay? So I'm going to tell you what we did because we did a lot of different things on here, and I have to tell you that Vicki Jefferson is the one that influenced me on this card, because when I took her stuff at Crop in California and made this, made her card, I thought, oh my God, this would be so much better if this was on something else. And then a record came to me, and then a clock came to me. So that's what it is. So, okay, so that's how we got to the clock. So this is just the normal stamp, Summit, stamped on this paper. And you may say, why are you saying it like that? Because there is reasons upcoming. So this is just the Summit stamp. So we're going to take this and we're just going to cut this out, okay? And it's the big one. It's the big one that's on blue, okay?
Vicky said she doesn't have COVID, no ammonia. She got a chest x-ray, upper respiratory infection, coughing like crazy, and it hurts, given meds.
Perfect.
Well, hope you get better soon.
Perfect.
It stinks.
That does stink. But I'm glad, it sounds like you're not worried, and I'm glad you're not.
Please keep your day job. You'll never make an American Idol.
Never. Never. Yeah, we bought these records. We bought 600 records from this one guy for like $100. And then I bought another 100 records from somebody else for $20. It was kind of funny, and then Justine had to go pick them up. We bought them from Facebook Marketplace, and Justine had to go pick them up, and he thought we were buying them to collect them and sell them, and he was telling her, you know, that she could reuse them and or resell them, but there's some really good ones in there, and she finally pulled out her phone, staying in the parking lot, and showed him what we're doing with it. And did he like it, you said?
Yeah, he couldn't believe it.
Little old retired man. Who knows, maybe he's watching now.
I gave him the website.
Okay.
He asked for it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Am I,
In camera, focus. Yeah.
Steve, you're so good. This shouldn't take us too long tonight. I mean, I would say a couple hours, but this shouldn't take too long tonight. I was excited to do this project. And I didn't think you guys were going to like it as much as you did, so I was excited that you guys liked it. Guess who wants to come with us to Vegas, Justine?
Andy? No.
I'm sure he does, but no. You'll never guess in 1,000 years.
Someone from here?
What do you mean here?
Like they live in Ohio?
No.
Steven?
No.
Um,
Oh, speaking of Steven.
paper cut?
No, she was invited, but she's going,
Misty? I don't know. I can't think of anybody.
we just recently met her. out in California.
Jackie Davis?
Yep.
I'm not going then. No, kidding. Not kidding, Jackie. Laura said Father Andrew?
Oh my God, wouldn't that be great if we could bring Father Andrew?
What is the other stamp you used?
We'll get to there. We'll get to there. I want to do it as we go along, so that people are not confused. Now, I also, because we don't have a lot of cuts on this, I also want everybody to really take their time. Because you want this to be perfect because you're going to hang this on a wall. Except if you're Justine, and I made this for Justine, she would not hang it on the wall.
Jackie said Justine is afraid of me. Laura Siegel, I'll meet you in Vegas.
You're more than welcome to, Laura. So I really want everyone just to take their time because I normally don't ask for perfection, but I think I want perfection on this because it's going to be hung. People are going to see this. Oh, and you are going to overly use the use of your pop dots because we want this to be so pop dot sturdy it's ridiculous. And I say that because, again, it's going to hang on the wall. So we're going to be using a lot of pop dots. In fact, that's where we're going to be spending most of our time at today is putting pop dots on, I believe.
When and where are you guys? When and why are you going?
We just go for Girls Weekend the first weekend of December.
Cherie said Ed is here whining that he can't come to Ohio.
Ed.
I miss you.
Ed, you're a good boy right now. You're letting your wife go for 4 days. She's going to miss you very, 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 very much. We're going to miss you very much. However, she is going to have so much fun not worrying about you. She'll worry about you at home, but worrying about you in the room. She'll have fun sleeping in the big bed by herself and getting up and getting into the room whenever she wants to, and then going to bed whenever she wants to.
Cherie said, "Oh no, I won't."
Thank you for letting her come. Funny story, Cherie, who lives out in California, a couple miles really from where we were in La Mirada. Of course, she was there at La Mirada, but Cherie Cooley does everything we do. She's been on the cruises. I mean, oh, hey, Cherie, have you gotten your check? But she has been everywhere. I mean, everywhere we go, she is there. So this year, because we have a crop in Cleveland, she always comes to Cleveland. Because we had the crop in California, she went, obviously, to the California crop. And I emailed her last week for something else, and a PS I put, "Aren't you dying that you're not coming to Cleveland next week?" It was just last week. And then that started the barrage of emails. Yes, oh my God, Jess, I think about it every night and every morning, and I checked flights, and I so want to come, and you have open spots, and yes, I want to come. What did she say not yet for? Oh, no, the check. So needless to say, she was the last person to register, so Cherie is coming. So she's coming with both. Because her lovely husband, Ed, who always joined her, always came with her, and he just said, you go, you have fun. So yeah, she's coming.
Yeah, it's perfect here, Lynn, so maybe it is the weather by you.
What'd she say? Oh, don't say that. Don't say it's perfect here, Justine, because then it's not.
Well, weather-wise, she has rain here.
Oh, Justine, you're killing me.
Knock on wood.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is everyone cut out there? So we have this.
Cheryl Cataneo said she just came from Vegas last week. It was packed with a whole lot of people. There were like 7 different conventions going on.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, so the next one we're going to use is we're going to use this. And Justine, what is this name of this stamp?
That one I didn't look. Summit I did, but I don't know what that one is.
Summit and somebody help. I need to know what the name of the stamp is. In this stamp, and instead of giving you 4 complete things, I gave you 4 halves because you actually need 2 full stamps of this. And this is the normal size of this stamp, and someone's going to tell us what the name of this stamp is. I think you're right. Who said that? Did you say that?
Yeah, Jenny. Oh,
yes, I think you're right.
Someone said Essence, too.
It is Essence. It is. Okay, so we have Summit and Essence. And again, they're both the same size, okay? So they're normal stamped image, they're the same size. Now, before you start cutting, watch me cut this one piece first, and then you guys can start. Because I only need, here, let me bring my clock into play. I only need this little piece, click me, I only need this little piece right here. However, I don't want you to cut on that piece, because if you cut on that piece, you're not going to be able to adhere it. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to, actually, let's go down to Craft Cam, Jewel Cam. Not there, not there, not there. You have to go down there. So watch what I'm going to do real quick, and then when you go there, tell me that you're there. I only want that top, and then I'm going to go nice and wide down here.
Keep running.
Okay, good. So I'm going to go nice and wide, and then I'm going to come up right here, because I only need that tip. I'll show you what I'm cutting here in a second, because this is how we're going to cut all of these pieces, and I believe that there's 12 in total. Okay, so everyone look at that. That is, click me, this is what we're cutting. So I just want that little, loop-de-loop up top, and then I want you to go round right there, because, and I'm going to black outline that, because watch this. You need to put the adhesive right there, because that's going to fit right there. Okay? So everyone watch that again. So I need you to, we're going to cut these out, and I'm probably going to cut out one or two, outline them, and then adhere them. So you're going to cut it out, loop-de-loop there. Don't go in, because then you're going to have no place to, you're not going to be able to attach it. So I want some paper there and some paper there, because then look, oh, thank you, Kathy. So then when you go to, and it's going to line up, oh, perfect enough. Right there, you're going to attach it there around every single one. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Sorry, guys, I may cough a little bit because I haven't been sick, but I've been something all week. So I'm going to finish this one just so you can see it, okay? So, and again, I don't have to outline the whole thing. I just need to outline my tops. And again, I'm going to plead with you guys, and I'll do it myself. Let's just slow down and make sure we're right, okay? So now when I go to adhere this, I only want to put my adhesive, on the side, on the bottom, and on the other side. Okay? And then, everyone look up. Then it's going to adhere right there. And it fits perfect enough. Just like that.
Perfect.
So we're going to do that 16 times. Okay? And like I said, you would have needed 2 full stamps, but it would have wasted too much paper. So we just kind of gave you the pieces that you needed on this one. So again, I'm going to go all the way around because I need it to stick to something, and I'm just going to cut this up and then go back in and just do the tops. So just slow down a little bit.
Debbie Duncan says she has to watch the rerun because the Padres are on.
The Padres.
I think they're playing Philly.
Yep, I think you're right.
Aw.
Well, Debbie, I hope that your team wins. Actually, you know what? Since we're there in 4 bits of 4, I'm going to do 4 at a time. Outline. And then put them on.
Did Andy go feed Crosby?
No,
Oh.
because I didn't leave till 6.
Oh, got it.
And I let him out, and he didn't go. And he just had finished like a couple kernels that were in his bowl, so that'll be good. So after this, I will go let him out and then feed him. And then as much as I really, 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 really want to come here and sleep, I'm sure I'm going to look at his face, and I'm sure we're going to be on our way to my mom's house because I can't look at that dog's face and leave him. It is ridiculous. I mean, it shouldn't be like that. So again, I only have to outline those tops. And be slow. You're going to hang this on your wall.
Laura Siegel says, "Go Phillies." You know why?
Uh-huh.
Make Justine let him out. I don't think so.
Who said that?
Elizabeth.
No, she has to be here to do this.
He was good today when I let him out, actually.
That's
Put the
right.
harness on him.
I saw that.
No fooling around today.
You put the harness on him?
He peed the one time, but we took 2 little walks around it.
I know, she told me that because he didn't go to the bathroom with me, so I'm wondering what he did with you.
Yeah.
So the harness was good?
Yeah, he didn't lay down, but I didn't try to come in either. I said, let's walk this way, and then he's good.
Well, Peggy, April likes that harness a lot.
Oh, yeah. Because if he lays down, you can pull the back of the harness to get him up
Correct.
instead of, you know.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was no question, so I'm assuming that everyone knows what they're doing here.
Bring him home. Someone said.
I want to. I want to bring him home. Rooney got her stitches done on Tuesday. And then we were going to bring him to the office, and then we just didn't. I need to do that. Oh, that's because I got sick and I didn't feel like dealing with it. I've been fighting a cold this entire week.
And he just started feeling sick today?
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody sick in his office?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
It's nice, isn't it? Is everyone making theirs? Okay, yeah, I'll do 4 at a time. I think that's good. Did I just... Steenie. Oh, by the way, our password to our phone changed for the credit cards.
Oh.
So it's PEGS with a capital P. PEGS 1234.
How come my name never gets used?
Okay, you're next.
No, I'm just
Now you're gonna
kidding.
have to type it in Justine 1234.
No, I don't want that.
Right, exactly.
Everything okay with Rooney?
Yeah. Oh. It's funny. This dog is going to live to be 20. She got... I thought I told everybody last week, didn't I? Did I? I don't know if I did.
Think
Maybe
you did.
not.
Brenda Fry said she had to put her cat of 15 years down today. He had heart trouble. Glad you're on tonight.
That sucks.
Yeah, that stinks.
There's nothing... Well, there is things worse, but there's nothing worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Rooney had 4 different lumps on her body, 4 different places. And that's what was removed. And, of course, they all went out and they got tested. Not one of them is cancer. Now, while that's great news, it just pisses me off because if that was a golden retriever, all 4 would have come back as cancer. I swear to God, Rooney's going to live to be 20 years old. She's going to be the oldest living bloodhound ever in the history of dogs. You watch. That's why. Yeah, I think Andy's going to live forever, too. Crabby people live forever. So is everyone cutting? Okay, Angela's making hers next weekend, which is fine. For those of you who want to do this at Croptoberfest, I think Megan said she's going to try to make one with browns. I'll bring some extra 45s with me. And I'll just give you the 45s. Oh, and we do have extra clocks. I was afraid we weren't going to have enough clocks. And I literally paid $10 for them. And that's all I'm going to sell them for. So if anyone wants clocks, we'll put those on the website tomorrow. Because we just have 100 extra. And we have 100 extras because I was afraid. I had to buy them in lots of 100. And I was afraid I wasn't going to get what I needed. So I overbought. Oh, and for those of you who are watching us and didn't buy a kit and you think you may want this, we have exactly 15 kits left. I think they're on the website now.
Marion says, I was going to craft along, but I'm on my second pina colada and scissors don't go.
Oh my God.
Don't go with cutting.
Are you drinking by yourself? I think she's drinking alone. So do you want me to try to come over to Majesty and look at that?
Yeah.
Are you probably? Well, I can't go anyhow because I'd have the dog. I was gonna say come over when I go to my mom's house, but
Zach Cat said, hard apple cider here. Melissa's on my second glass of wine.
that's funny. That's one thing Justine
Don't
and
judge.
I don't.
Long week.
Who said that?
Sean Murray.
That's hilarious. Peggy doesn't
Melinda,
drink. You
just
don't
hopped on.
drink.
We'll
I
watch
don't
the
drink.
news tomorrow. April Johnson says fireball here. Oh,
Elizabeth drinks. Elizabeth turns. We won't tell her what she turns, although there's 2 nickels and a penny in her age. She has a birthday on Sunday.
Shira said mint tea and needy beagles crafting over here.
Good. Oh, so if everyone's not crafting, is everyone making their clock kit with us tonight? Give me a thumbs up. Oh, the Stamp, Scrap, and Art Tour
Yeah.
is in Virginia. Did you see Linda Carruthers and Michelle posted a picture? They're both wearing their
No, I didn't run back.
Fanstra sweatshirts. It's great. It's really good. I have to send them a little something for doing that.
Gail Brooks. So does Gail. Drink, that is.
She drinks? Oh, good. Everyone's crafting.
Elizabeth said, I turned 66 and I'm proud of it, you whiny 55s.
She's not 66.
I turned 56, I said.
Oh.
She said I turned
Oh.
56.
Who wants to be 56? Who wants to be 55 for that matter?
Give a lot of thumbs up.
Okay, that means we're crafting.
Jenny,
Justini.
reading messages.
Every time I move, just hit it.
Well, I have to read messages too, and
But
then I look back
no,
at the screen.
you don't even have to look.
Well, I'm making mine. I may have to do a pink and black one for my glitter grotto.
I think if I have time, I think I may make a like a dictionary one where it's just all those words.
Sean said, us that are 68.
Right. Well, I didn't want to say anything, so yes, Elizabeth is turning 56 on Sunday. Dwayne, he turned 38 on last Wednesday. Well, I mean,
Sarah Schrader, I'm working on my clock, not drinking. Wouldn't be able to keep up drunk.
well, I don't want everyone to go fast today. I want everyone to go slow.
Brenda Fry said, still waiting for the UPS truck. Should be here by 7.
Aw, but I think that's 10 o'clock our time.
Ew.
I'm sorry, Brenda. We sent all of them out, so you guys were supposed to have them today. But yeah, we will have 100 clocks on the website, guys. If anyone wants to buy extra clock interfaces. And seriously, we bought them for $10. We're going to sell them for $10.
Angela said, I think I might make another one with purples, and this one I'm going to give my sister because she loves blue.
Well, and that's that was my initial thought. That's why I wanted to make Christmas colors, because I thought, oh, this would be a great, Christmas thing to give to somebody, and then it would be a keepsake that they would take out and put away, every Christmas. That's the angle I was going for, and I think Peggy's the only one that saw the Christmas colors. She will be able to tell you that. Yeah, the Christmas colors were nice, but the hearts didn't go with it, and it just needed something else with it. But blue's a neutral color. It's good. I don't
Kelly.
I don't have blue in my house, but I will excuse me, hang this in the craft room. I really do think I need some tea. Justine. What?
I'm like that? Like,
Yeah.
I forgot I was sitting here. Did you want to go get a tea?
Yeah, no, don't you hear me getting all clogged up?
Yeah, a little bit. Usually it's me getting clogged up now.
I know, but I got a cold.
Hey.
Ah.
What
Wha-
is this paper?
Hmm.
You leave it there?
Yeah. Why don't you put the clicker right here? Because I could...
No, I'm going to do better. I had to get the tea. How am I supposed to click it when I got the tea?
Every time I move, you should click.
Okay, you move 1,000 times.
Seriously, every time.
Okay.
But you don't even have to look. You just click.
I bought a kit for my sister, and we will make them together later on.
Tonight?
No, later, I mean. She just said later on, so I don't know if it's tonight or another time. I will make another in a different color. These are great gifts. Mine's going in my classroom, which is done in an ocean theme, so the blue is perfect.
There you go. But no, I'm going to hang mine in my craft room. The craft room which I haven't crafted in since March. No, May. He was born March 2nd.
Jackie says, even though you send 3-day, it always takes 4 days or more, even longer with UPS.
Well, that should not be the case. Because because our number, as soon as you plug in your, address, it tells us when it's going to arrive.
Sue Hess said, I will be 69 tomorrow. I sure would like to be 55 again.
Well, that's true. Happy birthday, Sue.
Mm-hmm. Janet said it'll be another time, not later. Shelley Johnson says, age is such an ugly word. Use vintage instead. I'm vintage 40 years, and I only get better with time.
Vintage 40? Okay. Shelley Johnson, everyone would like to be your age right now. 40 would be a good age to go back to.
Is this paper grunge motif?
No, this paper is
Someone asked, I don't know.
no, this is what's that new paper that we have? Oh, I don't know. Is it? Oh, then I guess it is.
Peggy actually said that.
Then it is.
Elizabeth said, if you want clocks on tomorrow, I need it tonight or before 10 a.m.
Why? What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, is she going to Cedar Point?
Oh, yeah. Jackie says, I turned 60 this year and do not want to redo the past years.
Hey, Elizabeth, are you going to be reachable tomorrow or are you going to be reachable on Sunday? And I say that because we got to put those volume classes on the website by Monday. And I want to give them to you by Sunday to put on. No one's buffering except Elizabeth. And Elizabeth said she went out and came back in and it helped. So Belinda, see if you could leave and come back in and see if that helps. I don't want to say we're not buffering because as soon as that happens, I swear to God the cable people hear that. And then make us buffer. So try to leave us and come back.
Don't be jealous. I spent 40th birthday in the urgent care. 40 hit hard, literally.
Oh, thanks, Terry. I did too a lot. But remember, it's easy. That Shop and Show card, it's very, very, very easy. So even though it's nice, it was a very, very easy card.
How long do we have for Shop and Show? Half hour or not?
Yeah, no, just a half hour. Yeah, they won't give me 45 minutes, which an extra 15 minutes is so good. Terry, did you buy that box, the Shop and Show box? Before 10 a.m., late in the evening, or Sunday-ish. That makes it perfectly clear, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you guys who do Crafters Classroom, and you guys do follow Carol Kiss and Art Anthology, we just kind of made a plan for next year. I think you guys are going to be very excited about it. Very excited about it. She'll tell you.
Terry Condi said, I did buy the box. I thought everything looked good this time.
Well, good. I hope it is.
Donna Levine says, hi, ladies. I'm here, but I don't have my clock. My internet sucks here, so I may not stay on long. Looks amazing already.
Well, that's too bad. We sent all them out, so you guys should have them. And now it's bumming me out if you're telling me that you don't have them, because in most cases, we even paid more money for you guys to get them on Friday.
What is Shop and Show?
Shop and Show is an event that that the people from Paper Wizard and Queen and Company put on. It's twice a year, but you have to buy the whole box of stuff. I want to say it's more geared to scrapbookers. And I've heard double things, or I've heard different opinions about the box itself.
Quite a few people here have bought it.
Yeah.
I
And
like the Shop and Show card also, and did get the box because other projects look pretty nice.
Good. And It's an all-day event that, the people come on and they do the class with you. And you do the products. And we're in it, and we have a card that we're using. Boy, if it was here, I'd show you guys in person that we're using Holly Bells with. And it's really only 4 cuts because we only have a half hour. But for the volume event in November, I think I might, I don't know. If so many people just bought that kit, maybe I don't want to do that. I have to put that card together. And again, it has to be simple.
Donna said it's not your fault I'm in Pismo Beach, not at home.
Oh, good.
And why do you say Justine like that, Elizabeth? Where do you find it and how much is the box? Laura Siegel, I love my shop and show box.
Good. Where do you find what?
I'm assuming the shop and show they're trying to find.
It's on Facebook. If someone wants to throw the link up there, they can.
I did click, and it was clear on here, and I clicked it twice before it got clear up there, so I don't know. I've been clicking faster. Stop razzing me. Use the bells again. We won't mind.
The bells. Oh, Holly Bells?
It's on the Wizard website. I learned about you at Stop and Show last year, and
That's good. Who said that?
last year, and Shop and Show has a page on Facebook.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. It's definitely on Facebook.
Beverly says.
Okay. So, I know, you good?
Yep.
So how are we doing here? How are we doing here?
Beverly's gonna do art anthology journaling classes tomorrow with her granddaughter. Gonna catch up.
That's so much fun. How are we doing here? Let me know if you're not here.
This technique would look beautiful for a card too.
Oh, I did this. Actually, I did this at a card in California. That's how I got this idea, because it was so big. I thought, oh, this needs to go someplace.
People
Last
are
set of
still
cuts,
cutting.
good. 4 to
A
go.
few more minutes. 8 to go.
Okay.
Slow but
Well, then
steady.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just a couple seconds because, well, no, I'm not, because I'm gonna take a long time to put my pop dots on. So I need everyone. Can you put me on Jewel Cam? I need everyone, even if you're in the middle of doing something, I need you to stop and look up real quick, okay? Okay. So here is the piece that I'm on right now, okay? So everyone look up. Now, this doesn't have to be exactly precise. If you're off by a hair, trust me, you're going to be okay, okay? Trust me, trust me, trust me. But this is why I like this stamp. Another reason why I like the stamp so much. See that dead center circle? This is where we're always going to cut our hole. And if you don't know where I'm going with this, this is okay. But I want you to cut your hole using, if your hole punch does not reach there, you could use your long reach. I don't think your normal hole punch is going to make it all the way in there. So if not, hold on, I'll show you what you can do. But let me just use my long reach. I want to make sure. I normally would do this on the ground. Not on the ground, but on the table. Okay, I'm right there. Click me. See how I'm right there in the middle? That's the hole that I want. Now, I could do it in the air. Perfect. So that's the hole that I want right there. Now, if you can't do that, and if you don't have something, if you have one of those Japanese screw holes that you bought when we did the bookbinding class, you can do that. And if you don't have that, then just go ahead and with your scissors or something, just make a little hole right there and just kind of move it out. Okay? You want a hole right there. Does not have to be neat because you're not going to see that yet. Okay? Where you're going to see that, your hole punch is going to reach, so it doesn't matter. So if this is sloppy, I don't care. Okay? I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Does that make sense, everybody?
Blue or green what?
If you mean punch, it's the blue punch.
Oh, yes.
Okay? If you mean punch, it's the blue punch.
My bad.
Okay? Well, no, every time I move it, you gotta do it.
I know, but it takes a second to get in my motion.
Okay. So now I'm gonna switch it again. So you're going to have to switch that again.
I haven't been able to
There you
watch
go.
for a
Perfect.
couple of weeks. I'm wondering if there is an auction coming up anytime soon.
We may do that next week with Steven's stuff, Steven's things you're talking about. We'll probably share that next week. Okay, so is everybody here? Now, well, you guys keep doing what you're doing, but I want that hole. But now I'm going to turn this around, and this entire thing gets filled with Pop Dots. And that's going to take me a second, so that's why I wanted to show you that, okay? So, I want everyone to fill that up with Pop Dots. The only thing you're not going to put Pop Dots is around that circle. Everything else is going to be Pop Dot. And you really want this to be Pop Dot sturdy, folks. You really want it to be Pop Dot sturdy, so pop the heck out of it. How did I do this? I think I did it.
What is the
here.
name of that punch?
It is, can somebody put that on our website? We have those still, right? It's the Long Reach Hole Punch. I think that's what it's under our website. Am I right, Justine, or not?
I don't know. Is it a Carl Long Reach?
I don't know. Yes, but I don't know if we have Carl on there or not.
Long Reach Punch. I don't know.
Can someone tell us what that's under?
I would look, but my internet never works in your basement good.
But again, you don't have to have this. You could make a very sloppy hole right there. And trust me, you guys should know me by now. If you weren't able to do that, then I wouldn't have told you that.
She said it's not coming up there, but it says products 1-4- Carl Long Reach Punch.
There we go. Thanks, Elizabeth.
There it is. 1/4 inch.
But where it does matter, you're going to be able to use your hole punch, and I'll show you that. Okay.
Linda said she got one from us and it's green.
Oh,
We had different sizes.
we did have different sizes. It doesn't matter which one you use. Mine's blue. It is different sizes, but it doesn't matter. I don't know offhand which one the...
Brenda says UPS tracking did not leave Cleveland distribution till 6:35 a.m. on the 19th, then went to Kansas. So looks like UPS screwed that up.
Well, that makes me sad because and many times you pay the extra amount to get that there.
Elizabeth said they're all different colors no matter what size. They come in a variety of colors.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So then your green one might be the same, 1/4 inch. If it looks like the hole punch, you know, the round hole, like a hole punch hole,
Well,
then you're good.
the case outside says what it is, right?
No.
I thought yours says 1/4 inch right there.
Oh, 1/2 inch.
That's a 1/2 inch punch.
Mine's 1/2 inch. Again, guys, I'm going to go crazy with my Pop Dots right now. I want this to be very sturdy. And I want yours to be very sturdy too.
When you pay extra and they don't deliver, do you get to ask for a refund?
Tuh. By the time you have to fill out all the paperwork, and for UPS, they send you paperwork that you have to fill out. Information on the receiver's end and the shipper's end, absolutely not worth it. And they know that, that's why they make you fill out the paperwork. I can't even imagine who would ever do that. It's ridiculous.
Elena says the 1/4 inch one fits too and works.
Good. Yeah, either one would work. I know that for sure. For sure. You're going to use a lot of Pop Dots on this project, folks. Well, I should say I want you to use a lot of Pop Dots on this project. It's just paper that's going to be hanging
Kelly
on your
Windsor
wall.
says using a real small circle die.
And that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. Whatever you have, you probably all have something. That's absolutely perfect.
How close to the middle should we get?
Not close, but hold on. I'm going to show you. Actually, here. Let me show you where I'm going so you see it, okay? So, you can go into your box. Now, I'm going to tell you that there's 2 different sizes that we're able to get and send out to you. The sizes are a difference of 2 millimeters, okay? So, if your thread or your length may be different from mine, But if it is only different by like 2 millimeters, okay? I don't care how this goes on right now, but what's going to happen is we are going to take this, and this is going to punch through here. So here, let's go to Craft Cam real quick so everyone can understand this. I'm not doing this yet, but I want you to understand where I'm going with this, okay?
Can't use Craft Cam?
No, picture, I mean. Jewel Cam.
Sorry.
Perfect, and then click me. Okay, so everyone sees that's where we're going around, okay? So you're going to put this on here, and it's going to stop where that gold is. There's a gold piece right there. Everyone look up. I want everyone to look up, okay? So you have that silver piece and that gold piece right there. What's wrong, Justine?
Oh, I'm just watching you.
Okay, so it's your punch is gonna stop where that gold piece is. Okay, you don't want that. We're gonna have to end up pushing this all the way down. So you're gonna very nicely push this all the way down, just like that. Okay, so does everyone see that? Let me turn that sideways. Click me. Again. Do it again. Okay, so it's gonna lay flush against there. Does everyone see that? So it's going to lay flush against there. Well, no, not flush because you've got your pop dots there, but it's going to be pushed all the way through that gold. So that's where we're going. So with that in mind, there's my hole. So now I just want to take my pop dots all the way around there. I don't think I'm going to have it touch that. Go ahead, you could do that. Click it again when my hand's out. There you go. Perfect. I think I'm going to go like right there, and that's perfect. I'm not going to go right against that hole just in case I need more leeway. But everyone see what I'm doing? Keep looking up if you don't see that. But that's about as close as I'm going to get to that hole.
Linda said if you have an old
Okay.
eyelet setting kit, you can use that for the hole.
You can use that. You're crafters. You know what you could use. You got something there. That's why I said I wasn't too worried about it. And if I would have told you, you guys would have all went out and bought something, and you don't need to buy anything for this because you have the stuff right there. Justine, remember? Oh, we're not in picture in picture.
I know, Jenny. I know.
Okay.
Exactly.
She just did the biggest yawn.
It wasn't that big. It
Justine,
was just a little yawn.
you're behind me, next to me, and I've even seen the yawn out of the corner of my eye. Justine, you know I love you.
Doesn't it feel like forever that we're in Maryland?
Yes. Doesn't it feel like a year ago that we were in
I thought he said he was going to let you know today where he got.
he did.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
You weren't in the office when he told me,
Oh,
and I can't say.
I know.
But I can't say he got a second choice.
I knew what the first one was. Was the second one where Rodrigo wanted to go?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't want to talk about it, though.
Okay, okay.
It's his to tell. Okay.
I need
So
to
we
restart
good?
my pop dots before I can do this step.
Yeah, again, you don't have to use as many pop dots as I'm using, but you folks see where I'm going with this. I mean, this is, and we're loading this baby up. Look at all those jewels. We're loading this baby up with so many jewels. Big ones, too. But you really do want these, you want that popped. You really do. Okay? So are we good? So I'm going to go on, and I'm going to take this off, and I don't care again, and I'm going to put this on here. Oh, no. I'm going to put this on my record. Hold on, I'm all confused. Hold on. I'm going to put my record.
Still popping.
That's good. I'm going to put my, hold on. I'm going to put my record on there and put that under there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put my record kind of right there in the middle. And in my original one, I had score tape right here, but this backing does not reach this backing because of this lip here. There's a lip, so don't worry about that. That's just going to go on just like this. This, and then you guys are going to panic. This is going to be, listen to this. When you put this piece onto here, this is going to be loose still. This piece is going to be loose until we tighten it with the hands on the top. So don't worry about this being loose. But you want to have that as centered as you can. I'm going to take all my Pop Dots off now, and then I'm going to press that right onto there, okay? Okay.
You are the only vendor that doesn't make us feel we need to buy. Problem is, when I need something, I buy from you as you are a no pressure zone.
Well, that's very
Thanks.
nice. Who said that?
Marion Phillips.
That's very nice. Well, we do have most of the stuff. I'm going to take this out of the picture and put this back in because I have not been saving my Pop Dots and my Pop Block. I know, it's ridiculous.
Jenny.
Look at how empty it is. I mean, even when I made the
Elizabeth said, can you put pop dots on it?
Pop Dots on what?
I'm assuming on that little clock thing to attach to the record.
Sure, you can. I didn't. You can. I didn't. Because it does tighten when the hands go on. And I think the other thing I was thinking too is that if, for example, my clock went bad, I think I'd be able to pull this whole piece off of this base and then just replace the base. Does that make sense? So I necessarily didn't really want it to adhere so much that if this whole clock piece went bad, that I couldn't just lift this off and replace the clock piece. I think I was thinking that too.
Karen Plumley said, my Halloween cards filled up my pop lock.
Yeah, this easily should fill up my Pop Block. You guys are all crazy. We did the, we released the 4th of July. No, I do it every time. The New Year's Eve kit yesterday. I can't believe how many people bought we had over 100 people buy it already in 24 hours. And it's funny because you don't have to buy it really until the end of the month. End of next month. Because,
Yeah.
you know, we go based on the number of people who buy. We don't have to guess on that one. It just amazes me.
Sandy Singer says, my husband keeps asking when all the packages from you are going to stop. I say never. Scotch Bonnets, I'm going to feel bad covering up Joan Jett. I love rock and roll.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder where this guy, who was an older guy, got all these records from. Although, really, Joan Jett was what? 30 years ago? No, longer than that.
Andrew
Almost
says,
40
I have
years
to
ago.
save for that one. Elaine, I got mine today. Kathy says, I have not seen the New Year's Eve kit.
Well, you're not going to see it. Oops. Okay, again, I don't care about the back. I don't care about where the battery goes in the back. I don't care about any of that, okay? I just care about getting this on straight, pushing this all the way down, and making sure it is flat on my record.
Probably at an estate sale.
Okay, that's good. I'm good. Okay, so again, we're using that middle hole. This is all popped. And this is popped up.
Misty said, my record is from 1991, the year I graduated.
Yeah, this is
high
from
school.
1989. So yeah, so I guess these are, yeah, he would have been 40 years younger. So yeah, these are probably his records.
Joan Jett was 82 to 83.
I know, that sucks. Doesn't it, Chuck? And we graduated in 85, so, I mean, that sucks. God, it does. Getting old is just the pits. Okay, so is everybody here or near here? I want to kind of stay together. Chuck, when are you guys leaving to come out? Can I go on to the next step? Give me a happy face or a sad face? Nope, we got one sadder already.
No,
Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm getting nothing but no, so I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, I have no yeses.
You have 2 thumbs up, that's it.
3. Okay, you could stop. We'll wait. We'll wait for a couple minutes. Oh, well, we could do, Justine, you want to play a game?
Sure.
Well, we need to get the phone. So does everybody have us in, so we'll wait. Let's go back to picture in picture. If you have questions, ask. We'll play the game tonight. So tonight you'll get, can't show you what card you're gonna get, but you're gonna get one of our cruise cards. Something that you can't buy, but it's gonna be one of our cruise cards, one of our extra cruise cards. Okay.
Chuck said Tuesday afternoon driving to Troy, New York, and
see it.
Wednesday driving the rest of the way.
So, does everybody have the phone number if we call your name? Let me pull up my little thing. So, if you don't have it, that is hilarious. Linda Kashui must be doing something. It's St. Ambrose today. Look. Linda just sent me this picture. She's at St. Ambrose. I don't know if you could see that because I have to cover her.
Hand is, oh,
I know, I'm
see.
shadowing. She just took a picture of Father Andrew. Hilarious. I'm sure she's like, my girlfriend just loves you. Who says that to a priest?
Elizabeth said, you play game. I'm going to cut November. What does that mean? Isn't there a clock part that goes between the record and the clock base?
There could be. We didn't use that, though. There could be. I didn't use that on mine. I think you're talking about the little black thing.
Where did you have that number? It was on a piece. Oh, you probably took it to the.
Yeah, can somebody... Oh, there. No.
No.
Kathy, you don't have to give... Yeah, you don't have to give us your number. Sherry Walkus noticed in her directions that there is a black piece that you could put on your clock base in between the pieces. I did not do that.
She said the hanger. Like to hang it up.
Oh, crap. That is right. Shoot, you're right, Sherry. Okay, take that off. You're right. This piece, we need the hanger. And I guess we'll put that other piece on. Sorry, guys. Luckily, it's not stuck. Okay, sorry. So, yes, you need to put your hanger piece on. But now this piece does matter. Because you want this piece, well, you want to be able to, this is exactly how you want it. This piece has to go opposite of where your battery is. So don't stick it on like this. Okay, that's wrong. Stick it on like this. The directions were on your clock. That's what I was talking about. Or that's what she was talking about. Okay, so that's going to go on like that.
Donna Levine just posted the number.
Okay, and then since we did that, let's go ahead and we'll put this on too. Go ahead and put your black washer on. Just like that. Sorry, nice catch. Nice catch. I know. Who doesn't like a little Friday night cliff walking? So does everyone have that? I want to make sure that you put it on right. Right, because remember, our thing's going to go here, so it's going to hang on the wall this way. Am I right? Yes. Okay. So don't go this way. That's wrong. Go this way. Okay.
Doesn't it go the other way or it won't hang flat to the wall? The directions are different.
No, because this is... Wait a minute. Am I doing this wrong?
Yeah, do it that way. Oh, well, no, because then it wouldn't even touch the wall. Oh, yeah, I guess your nail would hang... I don't know.
Oh, it is. Oh, my God. I'm really cliff walking. No, you're right. You're right. You guys are right. I'm wrong. You're wrong. It is this way. So, yes, you're right. You're right. See, I'm not even paying attention.
Oh, it go... Oh, yeah.
No, this is the way it goes.
Yeah, I see it now.
It does go that way. So, really, hence, look at your directions. Follow your directions, not me. Sorry, guys. This is the way. You're right. Does everyone see that?
You have the hanger on the one you did?
I do. But you can't. I mean...
Yeah. Oh.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. It doesn't look opposite, though, when you look at it?
Yeah.
It really does look opposite. Yep, you're right. Okay, are we all good? Put it so the battery is away from the hook. Yeah. The battery is away from the hook. What? There's the clock piece. This is right. I think I'm totally right now. I don't know what she's saying with the hook. Sherry, this is right. Yes? Because that's going to hang like that, and the piece is going to be there. Other way, that's the way that I had it. It can't be that way. That's the way that I had it.
Hook at top, battery bottom. Move hook 180.
That's... Oh my God. We're right. You're right. Battery's at the bottom. I wonder if I did that on mine. And the hook is at the top. She's right. She's absolutely right. Hold on. Let me see this. I didn't do that on mine. Mine's the opposite way. That's funny. Mine's a total opposite way on that, but you're right. Because it fits there better. You could hear it click. Hear it click in.
It has to be flat for the medallion to lay flat.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, no, I got it now. You're right. I did it the wrong way on my other one, but it works fine. How funny is that? Yeah. How funny. It does work that way. But okay, so look. So this is it. So your battery is going to be on the bottom. So that hook's going to be on top, like that. Yep.
Woohoo! Teamwork!
Hook on the... That's hilarious. Battery on the bottom, hook on the top. I did it wrong the other way. Oh my God, we need that time just to get it right. Okay, so now that I confused everybody, I'm sorry about that.
Does everybody have the number? Someone posted it.
Well, now I'm not going to call anyone's name. Okay, just in time when to stop.
Stop.
I think we have to go back further. Hold on. Yes, we do.
I needed the time to catch up.
That's awesome.
Cheryl says. I know it was 216347.
Oh, I got somebody. And actually, she could be on, too. Here, look, whoops. Jeez.
We need the
Remember
number.
that name.
No one, half people don't know the number. I think it's 216.
Someone put the number on, I think.
You got our back.
Well, hold
we
on.
got
Let's
yours.
let's make sure everyone's right before we go into the game, okay? I was going into the game. No, we don't need your number.
She gave the other 8675309.
Oh, okay, Linda.
Oh, there it is.
Elaine
Seaver posted it.
Yep, there it is. It's 216-347-2734. But before I go on, I want to make sure everybody's right here, okay? Now that I'm right, it seems like everybody else was right. What's wrong?
Someone called it.
Oh, don't call us. We're
gonna
not going
call
to
you.
answer. Don't call us
We're going
yet.
to give your name and then you call.
Yep. Click me. Okay, so does everyone have this? Yes, you can, Kathy. You can put the record back on. Okay, everyone has this? Does anyone not have this? Because I do want to put the record back on, and thanks everybody for stopping me. And you guys, since it's off, go ahead and put your black piece there too. That black rubber piece that came with your clock, let's just go ahead and do that too. Perfect. Okay, are we good? Can we go on? Okay, we're going to have to hold up to the game. Okay, so this is, what did we say this was?
Summit.
This is Summit. Still normal size on Summit. Battery should be at the bottom, as it will someday. Yeah, I know, but with what I did before, mine was at the top. I could still touch that battery. In fact, I did several times to make sure my clock worked. So mine's wrong, but it still works, my original one. But now this is completely correct. And don't worry, this is all going to be loose until we tighten this, okay, guys? So don't worry about that. Okay, so this, we're going to go ahead and just cut this out.
Now there's room for a couple thin pop dots to hold the record in place.
Yeah, again, I didn't do that. If you want to, you can do that. But I did not do that. And we could do that later. Let's see. Why don't we do this? If your hands, because we're going to have to do some manipulating when we get to the top of the record. If your hands do not lay straight and do not hold the record or stop the record from moving the whole piece, then we can go ahead and remove that at that time and put pop dots in. But I don't want to get too crazy on that base because we do have to do some manipulating to the clock first. Okay, so don't put pop dots in there now. You can go back and put pop dots there if you need to, but let's do this whole piece first. So can everyone see the piece that I'm cutting? God, I swear to God, you would think that I do not make these crafts. I promise you that I make every one of these crafts myself.
I'm really making them and she's not.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah, I mean, very funny.
Steenie. Does anybody else make those many kinds of mistakes? I gotta think that I'm not the only one, but boy, I hate that. That's why we cliff walk on Friday night.
Now we know what Justine does. Yeah. Good one, Sean.
Isn't that fun how we know like who Sean is and
Judith says all the time.
it's like when I go to teach at shows, the first show that I teach, the year starts off and I teach the same class throughout the entire year. The first show is always the hardest to teach. Well, it's like this. You're teaching it for the first time, so you're learning where you need to slow down in areas and speed up, and you're learning where the students have more questions, so you know the next time you go to do it, you explain in greater detail type of thing.
Gina said it's almost like trying to read your own handwriting when you're writing in a rush.
Yeah, you know what? That's a very good point. She's right. It is like that.
Elaine Seaver says, me, I make more than you. Please love me anyway.
We do. Okay, so let's outline this. We got someone on the docket pretty soon.
No, we didn't read any names yet, Anita. She said my puppy got a Kleenex and I had to get it out of her mouth.
Yeah, we know how that is. No, we haven't read a name yet because my time was spent fixing the clock and then fixing it again and then fixing it for a fourth time. That is funny, even when my first clock was done. Heck, technically this is my third clock, because remember I made the prototype of the Christmas one. Which now I wish I would have brought to you guys and showed you guys the prototype, because truth be told, I do like the colors a lot more, and it was only Christmas colors. Subdued Christmas colors, not bright Christmas colors, but Christmas colors nonetheless. But again, the hearts just, it just didn't work. And it needed something more.
What is the New Year's Eve kit?
What is that kit? Well, we can't tell you what's in it. It has a stamp that only people who participate in it are going to get. So it has an exclusive stamp. It has lots of goodies. It has the next year's Pop Dots. Whatever that might be, which is now a collector's item. And we do 10 card kits. 10 card kits. We do 10 6x6 cards. Okay, so this piece gets popped. So we're going to pop this piece too.
Sue says, I taught kindergarten. My afternoon session always went better than the morning. Got
It
the
does.
kinks out.
It does. It's amazing how that happens.
Sherry.
And it's not that it was bad in the first place. It's just you know how to teach it better.
Sherry Walker says, that's what friends are for, pulling you back from the cliff.
Thanks, Sherry. I think she was the first one to notice that too, wasn't she?
Think so.
I think she was. She just said no.
Does it get a hole first?
Yeah, we could hold it. Let's
Deborah
go ahead.
Harner on New Year's Eve. Yep, 12 hours, 4:30 on New Year's Eve to 4:30 a.m. on New Year's Day. Does a great piece? Yep, someone just asked the same thing.
And again, it doesn't matter the line up here. We just want to get that hole in there. But it's not going to matter that line up in there.
Deborah says, "Cool."
About?
New Year's Eve kit.
Oh, it's a fun time. And if you don't participate, oh, and we call people throughout the night, which is a blast. And again, play games, although we're starting to do that here now. And if you don't watch it the entire time, it is taped and saved. And if you think you're going to stay up to a certain, time, you're probably wrong. You're probably going to stay up the entire time.
Remember last year you were sick, I was sick, we all had
It's horrible.
COVID. Deborah says, "Oh, I will be ordering."
It is. This is our third annual. It's actually a pretty good time. And you do get a lot of stuff in there for the. You will. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
You do laugh an awful lot. We have,
Move
well,
up
not
buttons.
everybody here, but we have
There you go.
a lot of people here from the staff.
Abigail says, "Ring a ding bling."
Ring a ding bling.
Don't forget the ball drops.
We do have ball drops in all the time zones. Although I think we missed one last year. Didn't we miss one last year?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think so.
Yeah, I think there's 4 and we only did 3.
Jennifer says, "I'm so excited to make this. I bought 2 because I work as a nanny and the 14-year-old wants to make one for his mom for Christmas."
Oh, that's a great Christmas gift.
He doesn't usually want to craft, so I'm so excited.
That's great. How did he see it? Did you show it to him? Did you show him the picture? I think that's so awesome. Oh, I knew it was awesome too because Macy, my niece, came out when she got the email and showed Nancy and said, "Aunt Jen just made something really cool."
She doesn't craft anymore, does she?
No, because she's going to
Oh,
school.
that's true, right. Forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to line up more memorabilia for Andy to show.
Oh, I think Andy will be a part of this for sure. Absolutely. Okay, are we good? So I'm going to unpeel this. Oh, okay. So I'm going to unpeel my Pop Dots. Now, when you go to put this on, everyone look up for a hot second. Everyone look up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Again, I have my backings on my Pop Dot, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put this on and see if I need to push it through anymore. Some of you may not, depending on what you did in the back or how long your post is right here. This is what's going to matter a lot. This is why I don't necessarily want you to put Pop Dots back here, because a lot of this has to happen first. So if you don't have to push this down anymore, good. If not, make sure you push it down so it's, pushed down further as much as it can go. But when you go to release and take these Pop Dots off, when you go to lay it on, this is when you want to make sure that you line this up before you drop it down, okay? So you want to make sure it's lined up. Well, I would have screwed that up. Make sure it's lined up and then drop it down, because you want to make sure it goes exactly where it's supposed to go. Okay? Makes sense? Kara, what is why you sad face?
Beverly said, "Just ask my hubby today if he will be staying home for New Year's Eve. I'm going to buy my box." Chuck says, "It was so much fun. However, Rob is still trying to figure out what question you asked when you called."
We asked him we asked him about the Boston Pops Orchestra. Something about sleeping with the way it was interpreted, or could be interpreted. We could play guess which Cracker Barrel is with that. The way that it was interpreted was, Rob thought we were asking him if he would sleep with the whole Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and it was
I
kind
don't
of weird.
remember
It was
that.
you maybe weren't here.
I was there for New Year's. Oh, it was.
No,
Was I
it could
was.
have been the other one. No, your dad was sick. I don't think you heard that one.
No. Oh, that was 2 years ago. Because this
Correct.
past year I was. Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth said we could play Guess What
I know,
Cracker
I
Barrel
read that.
Elizabeth is at.
Okay, so let's call this person's name now. So this is the dealio. We are going to call this person's name. And this person has, we said 3 minutes. 3 minutes to call us. And then we will start the game and we'll go over the rules at that time. So the only person that can call us on that phone number is the person who I'm going to call right now, okay? And I think she's on. I know she bought a kit. Well, she did because that's who we're picking from. Carla Perry. So Carla Perry, if you are on right now, you have 3 minutes to call us on that number.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't call us within the 3 minutes, we go on to the next person.
We're using that book again?
Uh-huh. What else would we be using?
I don't know. Just asking.
So Carla Perry, you're on the docket. Are you looking at
What
the time?
number?
Somebody post the number again, please. Most all of you need to put this in your phone as the Stamplistic oh my god, Fanster prize line or something. Can somebody put that in there? The phone number, please. If she does not call, I'll feel very badly. Thank you, Crystal. Stamplistic game show. Is Carla not going to call us? Is the ringer up?
No one called yet.
Did we answer some?
You didn't. You still have to answer.
Okay, well, let's see who she wants to play with. Fanster Hotline. Oh!
I went far. I'm like,
Justine, look at
What?
the time. Give us 2 more minutes for Carla Perry. We're
Okay.
looking for Carla Perry.
Fanster hotline.
Oh my god. She is normally on here too. Okay, remember when you put this on here that you line this up first and then drop it. Just like we do our normal cards. I need to pull this just in front of my face. Okay. She's not going to call. Oh my god, she's not going to call. Okay, we got a little more time.
Got 1 minute.
So sad. Again, you have to be online. I can't believe it.
This is a fun project.
It is a fun project.
Come on, Carla.
I know.
Time's clicking away.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna get the next, whoops,
Woo.
the next person up. She's gonna be so sad. Oh, it just logged out too.
Jackie Davis says, call my name, I'll call.
So, whoops. Oh my god, the more I talk, the more clogged up I'm getting. I can just feel it. Okay, tell me when to stop, Justine.
Okay. Stop.
Stopped on National City. Oh, did we call this person last week?
No.
Are you sure? Oh, nope, that was Jules. Hold on. So let's do the next one. That is... Nope.
What if none of my threads show?
Your thread should show. Who said that?
Sean Murray.
Sean? Okay, so this is what you want to end up showing, okay? And if it doesn't show, I think you need to push this down further. So let's go to CraftCam. This isn't pretty important. So this is what we're looking for, okay? Are we
Minecraft,
Jewel
yeah.
Cam?
Oh, my bad.
So this is what we're looking for. Okay. So does everyone see this part here? I can't. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So just this thread up here, this is the part. Let me see if I can keep turning so it goes into focus. I think as long as I stay. Okay, do it one more time. Perfect. So we don't want to cover this top right here. So where this thread is, this is what we don't want to cover. Everything else below it is what we want to cover. So all this down here is what we want to cover. We want to build up to this piece, that thread right there. Does that make sense? So we're going to build all the way up to this thread right here. And that's important to know that because this is where we're going to lay the clock hands. And this is where we're going to lay the top piece. So you're going to build all the way up to here. Everyone still should be okay. Okay, you can go to... Okay, good, Sean. Good, good, good. Nope. You want to cover all the way up to that top piece. That was a good question, so now you understand that. That was good. Okay, so now this is the next piece that we're going to do. Now this is, what did we say this stamp was?
Essence.
Essence. So this is Essence, but this was stamped and then shrunk down 75%. So this is 75% of the Essence stamp. So the big Essence stamp was this back one that we used here. But for this, we shrunk this down 75% to get this. Okay? Helen, it's just a normal hole punch. That's all it is. Either one of our long reach hole punch would have been good. So, because we shrunk this down, we're going to use the entire thing. And I wanted to shrink it down. Actually, this is where Vicki Jefferson, her things that she had, because she had these shrunk down. I liked this, instead of taking this little part, I liked using this whole piece while it's shrunk down because it ties these ends back in together with the clock. If you look at this piece, the clock right there, click it, you can kind of see that it brings that together. So that edge is going to match that edge. It just brings that together. Okay? So this is Essence, 75% shrunk down. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut out the entire image on this. So the entire image, black outline. This does get hole punched in the middle. And again, it does have a great, let me move this up, a great center. So you're going to punch it right in the center.
Will you be having a smaller Essence stamp for sale?
We are not. But that's not to say that we may have a smaller something something for New Year's Eve. And I'm not saying it's this stamp at all. But no, we don't have a smaller Essence stamp. Right now, we currently do not. You know, maybe that's what we do. Maybe we take 4 of our big stamps like this and make a 4-pack of these.
Oh.
That would be good. Is this 3 inches? Maybe we'll do that. In fact, I like that idea. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Is this 3 inches? No, this is 3.5. So we'd have to go down even more. I like that idea, though.
Misty says, my husband just came in, and when I told him what we are doing, he said, mine is a Martika talk clock because my record is Martika. Yep, he's all mine.
I can't wait to see her.
Do we know what tools we would need for New Year's Eve?
Just everything that you need here. Scissors, adhesive. Although we don't tell you what's in the box. I know in the past boxes we have given you lots of adhesive. Or let me go back. We've given you pop dots, but we're not going to tell you what's in the box this time. Well, first of all, we don't. Well, we know most of it, but not all of it. Am I in frame and focused?
Yep, perfectly.
Okay. It's a good box. I have to say it's really a good box. And you have really all month to buy it. Well, actually you have longer than that, but what happens is at the due date, there's a cutoff. That's why we want everyone to buy it before the due date because that helps us greatly. So we take that number and then we add 100 more to it, and that's the number we go in. So even though it's a cutoff, there will still be people that order after that.
A 3x5 color photo of Dwayne.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be hilarious?
Is this piece popped?
Hold on, I'm not there.
Popped out sale in December? Question mark.
Well, we did that last year. We did do that last year.
It's always been a terrific box, especially for the price.
I thought so. And I still think so. Okay. Let's go ahead and outline. Oh, do you remember whose name that was?
That you just called?
No.
You never showed me the next person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, you did. But then you said it was Jules, and then you stopped going to the next one.
Yes,
And yet, it always sells out.
it does. It's true. We have one box from last year and the year before.
After today, I can use a Pop Dot sale.
I know. But remember, you guys, you really do want to use the pop dots on this. This one specifically, slow down in your outline. You could even see that I've slowed down in my outlining. Because this one doesn't have those dark black lines in the design. So if you make a mistake, you're really going to see that line.
Laura Siegel says, I'm driving home with you guys on my phone.
I was just going to say, is she still at work?
Well, she said hi earlier from the Disney
I
office.
know. Oh, crap. I didn't want to go on there because now I have black on there.
Sue
Okay.
says, I use my coffee mug every morning.
I love that coffee mug. I don't think people liked it as much as I did. I love that coffee mug. Okay, again, we're going to hole punch it right in the center. And yes, this one gets popped up. Okay, so this one gets popped up. It gets popped up and put on, but this one, there's no place for it to go. There's no place for it to line up. So when you put it on, just put it on wherever you see fit, wherever it looks good, okay? But yes, this one gets popped up. They all going to get popped up, but this last layer, we may have some tweaking to do.
Are we able to watch New Year's Eve without purchasing the box?
Absolutely. You are. You absolutely can watch. The only thing is you're not eligible for the prizes, obviously, but you absolutely are more than welcome to watch us. Absolutely. But why do you want to watch and not participate? I'm curious.
Deborah says, I like it as a surprise. I live alone, and it'll be a Christmas present to myself.
That's awesome. If who asked that question about can we just watch?
Kim and Edie?
Kim, if it's a matter of price or something like that, email us. We normally have just if it's a matter of price, let me know.
I have hot tea in my mug right now.
I wish my tea was hot. It's very cold right now.
My favorite coffee mug. I love coffee mugs, but don't have a Stamplistic one.
Oh my God, that first one. Do you remember the first one, Justine? That was the best. That was that extra tall one.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one.
I never got one of those for some reason.
Well, it's probably because you don't like anything that has Stamplistic on it.
Okay.
I have one. Do you want one?
Not unless it's an extra one.
What?
I like coffee mugs.
Well, then why don't you have one?
I don't know. I never got one.
It's in the U.S. Arquest on top of the refrigerator.
Oh, I'm going to take one.
Yeah,
I had
you
to quit
should.
working to care for my husband who has dementia. That's why Kim's not getting a box.
Oh, Kim, can you reach out to us, please? Just send me a quick email, okay? But yeah, no, we want everybody to participate. We want you to
I'm not
watch
trying
and
to
have
be a
fun.
charity case, just wanted to be honest to your question.
I didn't think you were being a charity
Yeah.
case.
Oh.
And I'm
Not
being
at all.
honest to your question. Actually, you're doing a job that I wouldn't want to do. I can't even think I could squeeze this in.
Lorena says, I was drinking tea out of mine all day.
See, that's nice. I didn't realize that they're, people are really using them. That's great.
You
Okay.
all are so sweet, Kim said.
We are going to put the jewels on this, too. We're going to do this whole thing tonight. Because really, it doesn't take that terribly long. God, I'm so bummed that this... BJ sent me her picture of her pop lock. No, of all the pop dot backings. She's going to fill her pop dot. I used this like the first week and then stopped. So I'm bummed because this should be filled by now and it's not.
Hubby is getting my box as a Christmas gift. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease yesterday. Oh, jeez.
Who said that?
Sue Plosky?
That's horrible.
People are saying they're going to donate to her. What is Pop Lock?
This is Pop Block. This is what you put your...
Block,
Well, this is
yeah.
for mid-year cheer, but this is what you put your...
Yeah, that's one
Here,
of the things
click
that
me.
she was saying that come in the box.
Yeah, this is what came in our mid-year cheer box.
Where's your Pop Dotty? You don't
But it's a
shove it here,
building
show me.
block. And that's where you put your Pop Dots in there. No, Pop Dot is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot. I'm definitely going to need Pop Dots for next weekend. I am out.
Whoops.
Peggy said hers is only a third full. She's too lazy to get up and get it half the time.
Same here, Pegs. That's horrible. Because ours should be totally filled. Okay, we're getting there. Last piece. Now, last piece is gone. Where the heck is my piece? Justini.
I don't know where it went. It was sitting there.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
Okay, so this last piece, you're going to notice that this last piece is really, it's hard. And I did this for a couple reasons. This is I always want to call them Blue Bunny. It's not Blue Bunny. It's a blue fern paper. And I did it hard because this is going to be the top of your clock. And I want nothing to catch on this. I want, if you had made a mistake in your, I just want it harder than the paper here. So I did this on purpose, okay? So this is the deal on this. You are going to, and this is, what's this called again?
Summit.
This is Summit, and this is normal size, okay? So Summit, normal size. So we're going to cut this out. We're going to put the hole in the middle. Now, this hole matters. So if you've been stabbing your hole and stabbing your hole, don't stab your hole anymore. Get your hole, now your hole punch is going to work. So even if you don't have a long reacher, if you have a hole punch, you use your hole
Long
punch.
reacher.
Actually, your hole punch is going to work after you cut that, I believe. I think it is. I certainly hope it does. But this is where that hole punch is going to matter, okay? So put that hole punch there and cut that out. And then you're going to pop this up. But this is the deal with popping this up. I want everyone to stop and just pay attention real quick because I know some of you guys are a little bit ahead of me, and I don't want you to jump too far ahead. When you're going to put this on, and I want you to put Pop Dots on, you have to cut this first, black outline that, and then I want you to put Pop Dots on. Do not take the backing off the Pop Dots, okay? You are going to put this on, and this is, mine's not popped, but it's going to be popped up. If you have a ton of room between where that lip is, where I showed you before the thread, and where this falls, you're going to have to, okay, everyone stop with their donations. I just need her to reach out for me. I think we're good, okay? You're all very sweet and kind, but honestly, I think we're good. Anyone can reach out to me, that's good, but we're good. If it doesn't reach that thread, you're going to have to take this off and put a second layer of Pop Dots. So for mine too, and I hope I'm saying this right, for this one, everything was popped, but this one was double popped because I had to get it more so that after I put all my pieces on, I didn't have a gap there. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and just cut this out. We're going to cut this out, and we're going to put my first thing of Pop Dots on there, and then we're going to see what I have to do. And this is where we're going to start to take the pieces out from the clock, too. Speaking about donations, did you see what we're doing at the crop, Justini?
I heard, you told me.
People need to bring their things that they want to get rid of. We're going to start the Leroy Fund at the crop next week. People can bring their gently used and new crafting items that they no longer wish to have, and they put them on the donation table, and then if anyone sees something that they want, they can have it, but, well, they have it for a donation. It's up to them how much they want to donate. It's actually going to be pretty cool. So I was talking, let me know if there's any questions, okay?
Remind me, I have a donate box.
Oh, that's good, Elizabeth. Wonderful.
Is Raylene coming this year?
Yes, Raylene is
Yeah.
coming. So I spoke with Raylene, who is currently Leroy's owner. And, I was telling her, asking her how much Leroy is going to be. And, it depends on the price of meat. But he's going to be anywhere between, I think, $1,500 and $3,000. And then it'll probably be like another, I don't know. We're going to guess $2,000 to get him up there. But that's probably too much. So really it's going to be about $5,000 or less. And if we have any extra money, we're going to give it to another charity. And I think it's going to be the suicide prevention charity, but we'll discuss that later. But I'm getting to a point here. Oh, the point is that, right now you pay the meat by how much they weigh per pound. And so it may go up. Are you laughing at me or someone?
No,
somebody
I'm
said?
thinking of what you told me about
Yeah,
him.
so-
It's just funny.
So it could be anywhere between, like I said, $1,500 and $3,000, unless Leroy wins the blue ribbon. And if Leroy wins the blue ribbon at the fair, I think I'm saying this right, Leroy is going to skyrocket. He's going to be so much more money. And secretly, I really, really want Leroy to win a blue ribbon. That would be so awesome if he won a blue ribbon. That would be great. He would be the only cow, steer, calf. I can't remember these terminologies. She tried to train me, and it's very hard for me to know all this. That would, be the only one that was raised for kill, for food, whatever they say, win a prize ribbon, and be sold to go live on a sanctuary. So funny. But I so want him to win a ribbon. She said she's had calves or cows, whatever, that have won ribbons before, but not the blue ribbon. My God, that'd be so great. It's never going to happen. Be so proud of my little Leroy.
He ain't so little.
Justine, I need that Fanster towel here.
Still at the office?
Yes.
Oh,
Along with
okay.
that art anthology mat that I want to keep doing.
Where are the shirts to see Leroy?
That's hilarious. We really should get
Cheryl
those.
said she's working on the picture tomorrow.
What picture? Oh, good.
His.
She's making a board.
Oh, Leroy.
Yes, Cheryl is graciously going to donate her time again and kind of oversee the table, which is great. And Stamplistic is going to be donating a lot to that table, I think, this year. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't think we're going to raise all of the money here.
Scotch Bonnet says, bet the blue ribbons are extra tasty.
Well, I'm sure they are Scotch bonnets. Scotch bonnets.
Belinda Waters says, grand champions here sell upwards of 15,000.
Well, if that's the case, I guess we don't want him to get a blue ribbon.
You can stud him out if he wins a blue ribbon.
It's hilarious. No, I think you can't. Isn't he already fixed? I thought it was already fixed.
Cheryl Benson says, can I give him a blue ribbon?
It's hilarious. Yes, you can.
Misty will have to bling Leroy in blue.
That'd be so great.
Oh my god.
Scotch bonnets. Again, I'm making it very clear. We're not saving his family. We're just saving Leroy. It's okay to save one. We're not on a quest to save them all.
You know you have to make Simplistic Cruise 2020 shirts before you make us Save Leroy t-shirt.
Oh, that's true. I do.
He's already cut, so he's now a steer and not a bull.
So what is he?
A steer?
Yeah.
That's what Belinda said.
Yes, he is. Right. Because I think they have to be cut in order to show.
Sherry Watkins says, 1 year here in Wisconsin, the grand champion sold for 30 grand.
Okay, well, let's hope that Leroy doesn't get that. Wouldn't that suck if we put all this time and money into this and he won a ribbon? Raylene's in the background saying, no, it wouldn't suck at all.
ACA, Leroy Stamp and Dies.
That's so funny. Okay, so this is what we need to do right now, and I just want everyone to watch me, okay? Everyone just watch. So you need to determine... Actually, I'm going to I'm going to use just small hands right now because I want everyone just to understand this. So everyone just watch me, okay? And watch me too in case I fall off a cliff. So in each bag of these hands, you have 2 sets of hands. These are 2 sets of hands, and there's 2 sets of hands there. The 2 sets of hands, obviously one's going to be longer than the other, but you see how they have clips on the end of them? So you would need one that has a clip and one that doesn't have a clip, okay? So one that has a clip and one that doesn't have a clip, okay? Kind of important. And this is not, my backing's not off of this. This is just simply placed down here because I'm going to measure this to see if I need to put a second set of pop dots underneath that, although I'm 1,000% confident that I do, okay? So I'm going to take up my other pieces right here. There should be 3 of them. And then if you look at your directions, you could look at that very easily. And again, I'm not tightening anything. I'm just measuring this. The washer goes down, and then what's this called? This is a hex bolt. And then your 2 hands go down here. And again, these are not the ones I'm using. I'm just doing this for measurement. And then once both hands are down, then I'm going to turn and put and screw that on.
Misty said we should all bring a steak dinner to the last night of crop to celebrate.
That's true, we should. That'd be a great idea. Okay, I'm not sure why this isn't turning on. Hold on. Oh, I guess it was on.
Peel the plastic off
Nope,
the hands.
nope, I'm not going to peel them off because that's not what I'm using. I'm just doing for measurement. That's all I'm doing, okay? So, looking at this, I can tell already that I need my second layer of pop dots. And I can tell, click me, thanks. I can tell because everything is on, not tight, just everything's on, and I can still move this up and down, and I have some movement there, okay? So I'm going to move that, and if not, my hands are going to be loose, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put a second layer on there. So I'm going to take this all apart. And again, these aren't even the hands that I want to use, but I'm just using them for measurement right now. Take all this off. Just those pieces that we just put on.
When you do the clock hands, which goes down first, the short or long?
Short. That's going to be very important, short. But there's a way to put those on when you're going to put those on permanently, so just hold off on that, guys, because we're actually going to do some jeweling first, and then we're going to put the clock hands on last, okay? Well, not last, but close to being last. So don't put those clock hands now. We're just measuring. So I'm going to take this backing off.
You didn't think Vampire Daisy stamp would sell, but Fansters prove you wrong. You need to sell a Leroy stamp to help the fundraising.
That's so funny. I think we're going to get money. I think Leroy's going to be paid off very quickly. I don't think it's going to be covered all in Croptoberfest next week, but it's going to be fun to see how much we do. So does everyone understand this part? I am pretty sure, because like I said, we have 2 different sizes out there, lengthwise, and the length is really only off by 2 millimeters, which is very, 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 very small. So I know that I need to double pop this, and I'm pretty sure everyone's going to have to double pop that. Okay? But I just want to show you how I did that. So if you recreate this on your own, use different kind of paper, use different thicknesses of paper, you'll see where my end game was. So that means if I were going to, pop another layer into here, I could never pop that though, or made one of those layers flat, that I still need to do something to reach the top of this, that little thing before the thread. Makes sense, everybody? So now I'm just going to go ahead and put pop dots on top of my pop dots. Hey, Elizabeth, if you want to put, take a close-up picture of your clock hands and just put clock hands on the website right now with $10. And we really do, we have 100 extra of them, so put 100 on there. because we haven't even opened up that last box. You can go ahead and do that tonight even. And it doesn't have to be a great picture, just so it knows it's just the working clock hand. So you can go ahead and put that on tonight.
I think the hour hand has to go on the white shaft so it will turn.
Okay, we're not there yet. But if you are, you can follow those directions right there. And you can just see what goes where. First, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Elizabeth doesn't have the kit.
Oh, she doesn't?
You're out of picture. I know you're just putting Pop Tarts on, but
Nope.
you're very low,
That's
Jenny.
good, Justine.
I know.
That's what I need to hear. Why hasn't Rooney been down here?
I don't know. She's down there for only a couple minutes and that's it.
Because she's greedy. She's down here just to get her bone.
Oh, last week she was over here for Lovin's.
Oh, that's true.
Now I guess she's feeling better and she didn't need Lovin's.
That is true.
I still can't believe her head looks so good.
Her head looks great. Oh, and this is perfect. Okay, that's perfect. I just know it is because I know where I'm going for. I know my end result. Okay? Okay, so this, when I put this piece on, again, nothing to line up, so just go ahead and make sure you kind of line up someplace and stick that on. Now, we're going to do some jeweling first before we add those clock hands in, okay? You just got to trust me. And if not, I'll walk you over the cliff and then we'll fix it. That's so not right. So, Justine, what are your plans tomorrow besides dinner in the casino tomorrow night?
I didn't talk to anybody if they're going.
Justine.
Sometimes Lori has her grandkids. I have to go to that lawyer at 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I just gotta sign some paperwork. It's not gonna be long.
Do you?
What?
You sound so adult.
Jenny.
I have to go to the lawyers and sign some paperwork. Like words that have never come out of my mouth.
Yeah. Well.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but
Yep.
whoops.
Mm.
Okay, so just kind of make it even. Doesn't matter how or where. Now, let me show you my thought process on this. Let's go down to Craft Cam real quick, please.
You're on Craft Cam and Jewel Cam.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I always mean that when I say that.
Jenny.
Okay. Everyone look up so you see what I did here. These right here, these big spots right here, this is my way of thinking, okay? These right here could have easily had big honkin' jewels. The problem with big honkin' jewels is they're too big and they almost interfered with the... Oh, I may have to get something to drink. With the clock hands that go around, okay? So I had to go a smaller jewel, so I went 5mm in here. The problem with 5mm is you have this big perfect circle, and then this kind of smaller, even though 5mm is not small, kind of smaller 5mm, so it just looked like it didn't fit. So what do we do when things look like they don't fit? We darken the circle. We darken the circle, and then we put the jewel on top. Okay? So I gave you a little black sheet of sparkle paper, and everyone with their hole punch, again, I don't care if you're using the hole punch, I don't care, whatever you have. Oh, that's a good idea, April. Or Peggy, who's ever saying that. And you need to punch out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was going to say 8, but I was afraid I was wrong. You're going to punch out 8 of these, or 8 things out of your hole punch again. I don't care what you use. Put them through, I'm going to put them through my X sticker maker, and then put them right on there, okay? So cut out 8, not cut, punch 8. You want 8 circles.
You're low. Still low.
Okay, I really need something to drink. Please.
You have your tea here, or do you want?
Oh,
the
I
tea
need to
too?
go right on Craft Cam. That's why I'm... Thanks. I didn't realize I was there. Whoops.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Right, if you...
Run the sparkle paper through the Xyron first.
I find that when I do that, and then punch, I get icky stuff in my punch. I wouldn't mind it so much, but because it's a punch, once that icky stuff gets in that punch, it's very difficult to get out. So you can do that, but I've never had good results with that. Because when that icky stuff gets in there, then it's very hard to get out. I know I punched too many. Whoops. Make sure they go in there the right way.
Off the topic, if I order the Nutcracker stamps and dies with the ACA number, can I add other products to that same order?
Yes. It'll only take it off that, but yes. And I think you guys have till Wednesday before that sale goes away, if I'm not mistaken. So for those of you, and a lot of you have taken advantage of that, if you haven't yet and you want to, I'm pretty sure you have till Wednesday.
Can you use glossy accents to put these down?
Sure you can. Whatever medium that you have to do that, absolutely. I think there's 9 in there. Yes. Yeah, whatever medium you have to put that down, absolutely. But does everyone understand what I'm saying? It was just too white. We needed to blacken that up somehow, or cover that up somehow, I really should say. And that hole punch trick normally does the trick.
Elizabeth said yes, it's Wednesday.
Oh, I am really getting clogged up.
Have you taken anything today?
I can't.
Jenny?
I can't.
Why?
Because I can't. You can't take cold medicine with blood pressure pills.
I thought there's like
Well, there is, but no, I haven't taken that. I haven't talked this long, so I think my hole punch needs to be a little bit sharpened. Okay. So there we go.
you can take Sudafed, somebody said. Could you color it with a black marker?
Sure you can. Sure you can, but the problem becomes if you make a mistake, then you just covered out or colored outside the lines. But yeah, it's not my favorite choice, but you absolutely could do that. Sure. Okay, so now I want to get out. I'm still kind of testing this. I want to get out my jewels.
Everybody's saying there's medicine you can take. She knows, she just didn't take it.
You guys have huge jewels in here. This alone was the price of admission. Very, very big jewels. Oh, and for those of you who did your katanas with Misty in the Crafters Classroom, you guys have to post your katanas because we know they're terrific and we really want to see them. They're so good. The ones that we've seen so far, they're just fantastic. And for those of you who jeweled your katanas, number one, are you using them and can't you tell? I mean, isn't it fun holding them? It almost feels more comfortable, doesn't it? It's kind of strange.
Coracetine HP is what we bought you one time you were sick, I
Yes,
remember.
it is. Yeah, that HP
That's a lot of jewels.
is what I need. It's a lot of big jewels, too.
By just looking at the screen, you wouldn't know that's a 45 record.
I know. Well, when I showed them the thing, I don't think they knew it was a 45 record until I told them.
Alicia said, I love the rain. We needed it to put out these fires. I forgot about the yucky wet dog smell. Yeah.
I know. So is everyone right with me right now? Sherry Nemowakis is probably already nailing hers to the wall. She's done.
Susan said, I love big jewels and I cannot lie.
It's hilarious.
Still need to get the katana jeweling. It's been a busy month.
Well, I could see that too if you haven't gotten around to it. Lord knows I understand that. How many different colors am I looking for?
I don't know where your paper sheet is, so I don't know.
It's right over here on my phone. Ah, now it's on the ground. How many different colors am I looking for, folks who have their sheet right there in front of them? One, I think you're going to tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
6.
6?
6, Jenny.
Oh, those go up here.
Oops.
Okay, it is 6. You could tell he's sick because you could tell he hasn't been watching TV. He's been up there sleeping.
I hear him moving now.
Mm-hmm.
10 on the dot.
Mm-hmm. He's going to bed.
Mm-hmm. What?
No, he's just clockwork. 10 o'clock goes to bed.
Usually when we're down here, he doesn't do that.
Well, that's because he normally falls asleep in the chair.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hour hand is going to move.
Who was that, Sherry?
Yeah. She thinks it has to be on the white part of that post that sticks up, and you covered the white.
The white part of the post.
Yeah, like before you get to the, the silver part, there's a like plastic white. She thinks it has to be on there in order for it to move.
I don't know. Mine moves. Mine's been moving all night. Because I did test this and tested this and tested this.
Did
Yeah.
you already stick down your top layer?
This? Yes. I don't know. Now she's scaring me. But my clock does tell time and it does move. Sherry. I'm very nervous right now. I understand what she's saying.
Can you show how you layered to test again if you need an extra layer of dots?
I can't because I already put it down. Well, I don't know. Sherry has me nervous. And she could be right, but that's not what I did on my other one, and it is working fine. And it has told time. And is telling the current time. But I went up so I barely touched the thread. That's gonna suck when anyone starts to dismantle their clock.
I'm missing the minute nut.
Look in your box, because we didn't open up any of those boxes, please.
The final piece.
Okay. So, we have... Let me get off my glossy accents. I have... What are those called? What are my 3mm black diamonds? These are black 4mm. So my black diamonds, I have 8 of them. Yep, I have 8 of them. Those are going to go on the silver part. And I picked a side. I either put them all along the outside of the circle or all along the inside of the circle. And I went to the outside, so I think I'm going to do the outside again. It's funny because my clock, I'm really worried about what Sherry's saying. But even the Christmas clock, the hands are working.
Kelly said it's not in the little bag with the brass washer and the brass hex nut.
Well, we bought those, and I don't know how to replace that. I guess I could replace it from my old clock. Or dismantle one, but you're just going to have to email us if you don't happen to have one in your garage or something. Rudy's up there laying in the bed.
You want it on the jewel cam, I'm gonna move you up. Can you move up a tiny bit so they can see?
Uh-huh.
There you go. Can we see the Christmas clock?
Like I said, I kept it at the office. I don't have it. I wish I would have brought it and showed you because the colors were kind of cool. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to put on my crystals. Whoops. I just heard something drop, and I think it didn't drop where it was supposed to.
Oh, wait, don't move, don't move.
Steenie.
Found it. Oh, it's in my fingernail, look.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So this crystal is going to go here and here. Here and here. And we're using the 3 millimeters so that the clock hands pass this.
Cheryl Fleming says the directions that come in the clock do say that it goes on the white part of the shaft.
Well, maybe we're just making a decoration then. I'm telling you, mine kept time on both of them.
I don't know what that means. It's part of the hand note gold rim on the silver hands. Are these the smallest ones? Yeah, the
Yes.
3 millimeters.
Have you,
The black diamond went on the ones that you hole punch the circles.
this, yeah, the sparkle paper.
Elizabeth put on the clock hand things.
Okay.
Linda said the washer is in the hands. Maybe that's what she thought she was missing, and it's in the hands. Remember, you had to use one with the gold in it.
Mm. Maybe I'll stop after this and see if mine works. Sherry, have you put yours together
She
to
said
see
the
if it
minute
works?
hand will turn, but I don't think the hour will move correctly. I hope I'm wrong.
Well, I hope you're wrong too. Now I wish I would have hung it and watched it. But I've been watching it all week. Have you put yours together? Sherry? Nemo Walkus?
She didn't put it together yet, she said. Hi, Runes.
I wipe your butt in a rug.
What?
Wiping her
Oh,
cushion.
look how nice.
Well, it's very nice, but we may be making a non-working clock right now.
Put a battery in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But upon reading directions, it could be wrong. Did you want to thank Jackie for your mug rug?
Oh, yes, Jackie, thank you very much. It's on my desk at work. I use it every day.
Oh, that's right. You did take it to your work.
Yep. Yep, thank you very much. That's
I
very
could go-
thoughtful, very, very nice.
Should I do really long hands?
No, like that. What gems go on the black? Those little, the little shiny black pieces. It was the eight
Black diamond.
black diamond 4 millimeters.
Yep. The only ones that you have 8 of. That's easy enough. The only ones that you have 8 of. Okay, Andy, so you're going to bed.
Yep, good night.
What
Good
time
night.
are you
Hope
getting up?
Feel better.
Whenever I get up, yep. I'm a little just nasally. I don't know what the problem is. Just
Well, you're getting sick.
probably.
The ones you put on the white were the 3mm regular crystals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go back up on Craft Cam.
Elizabeth said it won't affect how you assemble the crafty part of the clock. So if the instructions show the hands in a different way, it'll be okay.
Well, that's I'm telling you, I practiced this, so I'm going to be shocked if this doesn't work. Actually, on two of them now. So,
Everybody's saying good night, Andy.
good night,
Good night,
Andy.
everybody.
So put this down. What are you looking at?
The Archie's Justine.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Wait, I don't make this stuff up.
That's the name of the song, Justine?
Yeah.
That's probably the one the guy was saying saw some worth money in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I do want.
That's funny.
I do
Said
want.
get well, Andy, they
Yeah,
said.
thanks. Good night.
This needs to be on the top where I hang that from. And then that goes down first on top. This goes down second on top. I wonder how that worked if it doesn't work here. You do have to play with this top one to get it in there. But do so you're not bending it. Because those hands are very bendy. Oh, I just knocked it off. Well, now I don't have enough thread. What? There we go. Yes, I did take the plastic off the hands, Cherie. Okay. Okay, so the bottom hand goes on first, then the top hand goes on top. And let me put the battery in, and let's watch it. And if it doesn't work, we're literally going to jump off and never see you guys again.
The minute hand thing is flat on 2 sides.
Watch me crack my record. Okay, it's clicking. Yeah, the minutes. What was the question?
The minute hand thing is flat on 2 sides.
Yes. Okay, let's see if that moves. I don't know why it wouldn't, but has anyone assembled theirs yet? This is gonna be like watching paint dry.
Can you hear it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, but shouldn't that move? Let me set this clock. I think this could be a little bit too tight. Yeah, see, the other one's moving. I don't think that's moving. The other one is moving.
The hour hand will take a while to move.
No, I know, but the other one's not even moving. The other one's not even moving, though. Yeah, that's not even moving. See? I set this one, and that's already moved. See it moving? You could even see it moving. See it moving?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
The minute one?
Right. Yeah, that's moving. This one's not moving.
The minute hand will only move after a minute.
No, my other one's moving. I think this is moving.
Sean said hers is moving. Did you put the battery in correctly?
Yeah, I did, because it is. It is, ticking. It should be moving, but what Sherry is saying is that the hour hand may take a second.
Mine is working.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute hand wasn't working on the other one, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still working. Okay, now this one is not working. Do I have it too tight? Okay, let's see. I am telling you that I have both of these were working on my other clock.
Yeah, it's not moving.
Thanks, Justine.
You're welcome.
Oh, there it goes.
You saw it move that time?
I did. I think it's just too tight. I hear too many. Here's the other one. Yeah, I think this one is moving.
My
now.
hands were
Yep.
too close and I bent it and it
This
worked.
one's moving. This one's moving now. Yeah, that's moving. Okay, this one was too tight. I had it on too tight because look, you could see this is clearly moving. Nope, it's moving the bottom hand now. Okay. It's too tight. I think I have it too tight. My other one's moving, and I think my hour hand is moving too.
Did they put plate brass washer over the shaft and the hour hand on the right side down? It has built-in washer behind it.
I'm going to take out a piece. For as many people are saying that theirs is working, how many people are not working? Well, I've been doing this for 4 minutes because the other one is working.
Mine's ticking, but really loose in the back.
I think loose in the back right now is okay.
Got a lot of sad face come through.
Mm. I don't like the way this hand is going on. There we go. Ah.
Karen said mine was, but now it's not. Alicia said my hands are hitting the gems.
Then just bend them up. That's an easy fix.
Leslie Gearhouse says my minute hand is just going fine.
They all should just be going fine. I don't like how this one's moving though. It's this one I don't like. Yeah, it's moving that together. Let's see this. This is not the right one, but I want to try this. Okay, now see, that one went right on.
It's a clock catastrophe.
No, I don't think it is.
No, that's what someone said. My minute hand is moving. We'll have to wait a while to see if the hour hand moves in coordination. I put my last layer on flat, so the hour hand went on the white shaft.
Okay, so this is definitely moving. And it's not moving my bottom piece now, which is good. Okay, that's definitely moving.
Carol says mine are both moving together.
Well, that's what mine were. And that means, I think, that's what I just changed up. I think you have the wrong pieces together if that's the case. Because that's what mine just did, and I took, where's the bad piece? I just took the other piece off, and I moved it. I think I had two pieces that didn't belong together. Well, maybe, no, maybe not. I don't know. Try a different piece, because that's what I just did, and mine now are moving independently. Oh, I didn't put that in there. Mine are now moving by itself. But I'm interested to see if that second hand moves. I think it is when I look at this one. No, both of them are moving now. Ah, you're right, it's getting stuck on the jewels. It's okay, guys, we'll work it out.
Our hand has a nut shape. Second hand is oblong.
Correct. Correct.
If they are moving together, you need to turn the top piece over, look, and you'll see there is a rim around the back side of the hole.
Okay, mine are still moving together. Sherry, how is your piece going?
Did you use the washers?
Mm-hmm. That's not gonna make a bit of difference. Hold on, guys. I think if we all keep playing with that, I think we'll get it. Stupid idea to do a clock. Sherry, how is your piece coming? Is it moving? Whoops. What time is it, Justine?
Uh, 10:26. I think it is slowly moving the hour hand. Have to wait a few more minutes. Is 10 after, and hour hand has just moved just a bit off the 12 o'clock mark. Belinda said, darn, just discovered your label changed on the crystals. I used to peel them off the bags and put them on the little jars. Now the sticky stays on the bag.
I know, they do.
No, it's great. Just some technical difficulties. Good evening, everyone. Taking some cold meds and going to bed. I'll check back tomorrow to see how you figured it out.
Let's see, we're moving here, but my bottom hand's not going to move there because there's nothing, it's not against anything.
Tammy McCoy says, I love that we are trying something new. Mine is working so far.
Well, that's good.
If you use the dial on the back, you can test it moving.
This is literally like watching paint dry. Well, I could see it moving. I just want to see if the second hand's moving. Sherry, how is yours? You're the one that kind of assembled yours differently.
She said it's 10 hour and the hour hand just moved a bit off the 12 o'clock mark. Could it be the battery?
Well, I would hope not.
Yeah, brand new energizers? I hope not. Did you use that little dial and see if it turns?
No, that does turn it. It's just
Oh.
like a clock mechanism. It does
I don't
turn
know,
it.
that's what they're asking, Jenny. I know nothing about that.
Yeah, yes, you do know this.
Yeah, I know that,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I don't think this is right either.
Aw, everyone's checking on Mama.
She doesn't like when I cough.
Here, she could look back.
I'm surprised she didn't run upstairs. Okay. Well, no, I think I want to keep that on there right now. Well, I don't know what to... I really am stumped right now. Oh, I need that.
G2?
Yeah. But Sherry, what did you do? Didn't you put yours on right?
Yeah, if you use that little dial, if they don't move right, then it's not right. Like that lady says, she uses the dial on the back. It only moves the second hand, not the hour hand.
What is that? Oh, someone's calling.
Oh,
I think it was Carla Perry, but she's...
Sherry's. She says, "Great idea on the dial. I moved the minute hand 1 full hour, and the hand went to 1 o'clock. So I think mine works."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they work. Okay, let me put mine back the way it was.
Misty says a short hand has to lie on the white part of that mechanism. The longer hand has to set on the funny shaped part.
Right, and if that's the case, then we put this together wrong. See, this moves together. No, not this too. Okay, so I'm clueless right now.
So what everybody, you needed only probably one thing of pop dots on the top.
I don't know if that's what they're saying.
Sherry, did you only use one? Because she said she didn't double the pop dots on that one. Because I think
Sherry, if you didn't double the pop dots on the top one,
Gail said, I tore my top double pop dot layer off. Did not use the washer or nut. Pushed a small hand to the white part, then the large hand on the top metal part.
and does it work then, Gail? So I should take this piece off? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, the double pop dot is too thick and the hour hand isn't able to sit correctly. Oh, Sherry did her top piece flat. Gail said hers so far. Belinda said mine's working with double pop dots.
Yeah, mine was working with double pop dots too. Boy, this is when you need that whatchamacallit. Hold on, I know I'm totally off at the camera, but so Sherry, when you did yours flat, yours is working?
Then you won't have room for jewels when you do that.
Won't have room for what jewels?
If you did it flat, maybe, I don't
No,
know.
the jewels,
Yeah.
I think the jewels are going to be on, because then the clock hands are going to stick up further.
Sherry said, take it apart and just put the hands on. Sue says, I used undo on my dots and it worked to remove
That's what I need is undo. That's what I meant to think. But this is coming off pretty easy. Believe it or not. Sorry, guys.
Alicia said, Agnew says, the white is irrelevant to the mechanism. Mine is working, no white.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because I tried it.
Belinda says, crazy we have two Fanster Belindas. Not a name you hear really often.
Oh, we have somebody's name that's so familiar. We have two people's names that's absolutely ridiculous how close they are.
Gina says, mine is working, but I use thin pop dots.
Okay.
I don't have room for jewels on the white layer. Donna Levine, watching all of you cliff walk is hilarious.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily
No.
cliff walking
No.
at all. It's just not working.
Yeah, she said I had to push the white. Don't worry about your flower getting the mechanism working without the record. But I had to get the smaller hand pushed down on the white to make it work.
And then therefore you're going to have tons of areas for space for jewel.
key is a small hand needs to clamp in washer. It's supposed to tick when the battery is in.
Yeah, well, mine ticks.
Just doesn't talk. No. I think it's the difference in the length of the shaft that's making the difference.
No, no, because it really wasn't that big of a difference. See, because I'm not even at. Well, I guess I could be at the shaft. Hold on, let's get these out of here.
Be careful. I lost a jewel doing that, but I found it. It was close.
Thank God we used hard paper on the top of this.
Yeah.
That could be our only saving grace right now.
Are you going to put the white piece flat or with one layer of pop dots?
Well, I'm gonna put it flat right now to see if it hits and works. Are you asking or somebody else?
No, I'm not asking any questions. I'm just reading. Look at the minute hand, both sides, and the side that you see the gold sticking up should be the bottom of the hand, not the
I know.
top.
I understand that.
Oh, I think you're just telling people.
No, I understand all of that. Because that's exactly what's on the picture, too. I don't know if this is going to still go on the white. Whoop.
I've made completely flat clocks. If you don't get the hands on the right point, it won't work.
You could stop reading those questions. Okay. Yeah, that's not right. That's absolutely not right. This should not just be go like that. That's not right. I hear it clicking. It's not right. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why the other one's working. Oh. Sherry, since you have... Does anybody else but Sherry have theirs on that's working? There's no way this is right. It's too loose there. That's no way that's right. Sherry, what do you have between your two clock dials?
Stephanie said hers was her battery. She needed a new battery. Now it's working fine.
And the batteries, I can assure you, are all brand new batteries that we just bought. So
Yeah.
I find that strange
People
too.
are saying mine's working, mine's working.
Yeah, no, something's clearly not right here. Because look, that hand should not fall like that. That should not be a loose hand like that. That should be a tight hand.
Joanne said the same thing. I took off extra dots and now the shorthand flops around.
Yeah, that's not right. So I'm not sure how to do that.
Sherry says, can I call you?
Yeah. Call me on the cell phone.
Judith said she left the gold hexagon nut off and the small hand with the gold insert snaps onto the white shaft, and how it works.
That's what I think I want to do next. Seriously. Oh, you know what? She's right. I'm going to do that, but that does work. But this top piece, hold on. Grab that. I think that's
Milwaukee.
oh, Sherry. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that top piece has to go, it has a little, it's shaped funny, and that top
Correct.
piece has to go correctly on that nut.
Correct. But you need to mute me in the background, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So it is correctly on the nut. Well, I didn't even put it on the nut because my nut's not reaching there. It's on the white piece.
Well, the hour hand should be on the white piece, and that has the little gold washer thing on the back of it. And then how come I can't hear you? And then the minute hand goes on the top, like squared off thing.
No, that's,
Hello?
Yeah, no.
Can you hear?
I-
Oh, okay.
Trying it.
Yeah, so the little gold washer has to sit on that white piece. That's the hour hand. That's the shorter of your two hands, right? And then the other piece has to go. It's got that funny shape to it. It's kind of oblong, and that has to sit correctly on that top nut. And then you just put the little screw on the top. I have nothing but space between my hour hand and my minute hand, and that on that shaft.
So then I got to peel that off too. So you only laid your top end flat?
Yeah, I only put my top one on flat, but I did press it down kind of far in the middle before I got away from the bottom, because the very bottom part of the clock, it has a bigger that washer and that little nut, that very skinny little nut fits on the very bottom of the clock. So I pressed everything down and put that on there first, which then gave me, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
In your hour hand, everything's working correctly?
Correct. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, but once you push that down, what keeps it down then?
No, you have to put the hour hand on the white part. You have to. And if you're not to the white part, then you gotta do something different.
Right. So
Because you
why
have
do
to-
I?
you have-
So why do
you
I
have to
need
get
that? Why do I need that hex bolt?
You don't. I just put mine way toward the bottom, like underneath the brown layer, I think, or maybe on top of the brown layer.
And then you
Before I
put
put
layers
the-
on top of
the-
it?
What?
Then you put layers on top of it?
Yeah, I put the light blue layer, and then I popped up the light blue layer on top of that, and then I just leave that washer off the bottom. I don't think that matters, except what it does is tighten the back of the clock mechanism to the face. Like, that's all it does.
So the
but if
first, so the first piece that you have on, you put something on top of that.
I have the back
This
right,
is
the back
too
piece
funny.
is popped up, and then the brown part is popped up, and then I mushed it down in the middle and put that washer, that little hex bolt and the washer down and screwed that on tight. And that flattened everything down, and that's probably why my white part sticks up still after I put the light blue on.
This is not. See, that's not sticking
I don't know.
at all.
Wait, why do you have you shouldn't have the clock hands on there yet, unless can you see the white part,
Yeah,
like the white part of the shaft,
yeah,
and you put the hour hand on there
yeah.
and it's not staying on there?
Correct.
Yeah, mine sits on there. Like when I pushed it down, it sits on there. So you have to have enough of the white part sticking up for the thickness of that hand to sit on top, connect to the white shaft.
Do you have a layer on top of your in between? I just cut that.
On top of what? Once my clock hands are on, there's nothing
I can't take that
else.
off.
Forget the gold hex bolt. Forget that.
Yeah, that hex bolt you put there, she said don't use.
Yeah, just pull that out. All that does is tighten the clock back, the little square in the back to the face. That's all it does.
That's what she wants off, right?
Yes. Well, I'm assuming that's the hex bolt, 6-sided, yeah. Elizabeth thinks
Okay.
maybe the 2 millimeter does affect it. Because-
Elizabeth doesn't have a kid.
I'm
Okay, so you have the you put the bottom hand right on the clock face.
Yeah, the hour hand
Yes.
goes right on there. Yep, with the white, right on the white. Yep. And then you put the minute hand on top of
What'd
the,
you do with your
on
top
the
piece?
silver
though?
part.
You didn't
up
put
on
your
the
top piece on?
Put what down?
That top piece that we cut?
Yeah, mine is glued on flat on top of that light. No, take the hour hand off first.
Yeah,
You can't have anything in between there.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you have to put the take the hour hand off and put the clock. Now I'm watching you, but you're probably 45 minutes delayed
We are
from what I'm
45
talking to you
seconds.
right
yeah.
now.
Does
So-
everybody else
or 40
follow what
45
she's saying?
seconds.
Yeah. No, we know. We got it.
Okay.
Can everybody hear Sherry? But see, what's going to happen is now my jewels aren't on, so it's not going to work. Hold on, I'm pressing. This is ridiculous.
Well, it's weird. Like Don Perry said they did exactly what you said in the beginning, and theirs works fine.
My other one works fine.
Yeah.
So, my other one works fine.
Yeah, I don't know how the hour hand would work because you can see when you put the hour hand on there, on that white part, like it's stuck, like you can't turn it freely, right? It's where it is, and it moves the whole clock if you pull on it, right? If you try to turn the hour hand when it's on that white thing, it won't move, it's not loose. It won't move at all.
Okay, so if that's right, and it probably is right, I don't know why my other clock's not working, but I want everybody who's on here to understand that, because tomorrow, if your hour hand is not moving, you're going to have to fix it that way. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, I think if you bend the arm up just a little bit, then
Right.
then it
Justine,
those
do me a
little
favor.
jewels.
Bend that down right there, except watch, because that's a knife part.
Do what?
Just bend that right there. Push that down. I'm on trying to make. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more. Now go to the knife area and bend it right on top of the knife. Yeah, right there. Okay, stop. Good. Because I want. Okay. So then this has to go on top of there.
You see how the whole thing turns when you do that?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Yep. And then that shouldn't turn freely either. That
What-
should, you know,
What
that
shouldn't
bolt should turn with it. Yep.
The what?
There you go.
What shouldn't turn
That's it.
freely?
That like the minute hand should not be loose from that bolt
Yeah,
that it,
that's-
or the little,
That's
you
not
know,
right because that
shaft
just
that
came
it's
off.
on top of, right?
Yeah.
So,
See, that just came off again. Yeah, that just came off again. Well, I could see what you're saying. I understand why that is like that, but I don't understand why the other one worked. So,
maybe it's, yeah.
if everybody tomorrow, if you notice that your hands are not the other hand's not working, that first hand has to go over the white. Oops, over that shoot, over that white piece. I just put a hole right into it. If this doesn't work, mine's just going to be a decoration. Because I just really...
And a beautiful decoration it is.
Well, it will
So,
be because I just jammed that in there. Okay, so I am not... But I have to pick it up. Every time I pick it up, it comes off of there.
Yeah, I can turn mine upside down. It doesn't come off.
Yeah,
So
see, this is... Something's wrong because this should not be this loose.
I'll see
Look
you
how
on
loose it
Wednesday.
is. Yeah, that's totally not right. Yeah, that's totally not right. Oh, wait a minute. This could be on wrong.
Yeah, that shouldn't be loose like that.
Right. It's totally...
Do you have a different hand that doesn't have the washer on it, right?
No.
No, that's just a flat one. Do you have a different one? Maybe the hole got.
Just need to be
Like-
tighter. Is it working out?
Maybe. I still think it's too loose. Yeah, that should be that wobbly. That was not that wobbly on my other one. Okay, for the 8 people that are left.
You have a lot of people still watching.
No, I know, I'm kidding. But I just want to make sure that they understand what you're saying and what I'm doing. Well, hey, look at that. My hands have some dimension. I still think this thing is way too loose. That should not be that loose. See how loose that is?
Yeah, that looks very loose.
It is. It's very, 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 very loose.
Yeah, mine doesn't move hardly at all. Like it hardly has any wobble to it.
Well, let's see if it works.
Okay, we're going to see if it works right here.
So take that little dial on the back and just turn it. See the
Oh.
hour hand. Turn that little dial on the back. Turn it so that move the clock ahead an hour and see if your hour hand moves with it.
Yeah, it does. Yep, it does. Okay, so I'm not touching this. Okay, we're going with it, Sherry.
Yeah, it looks like it moved a whole hour, right?
It did.
That's
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm going with it. Thank you.
Thanks,
Talk to you
Sherry.
later.
Jeez, goodbye.
Bye.
Oh my God. Well, that was brilliant, but why? See, this is still moving. I don't understand it. I don't know. Okay, I am so sorry, guys. But does everyone understand that? We can see it work as we place jewels. So, I just need everyone to understand. Everybody is still on. I can't believe it. So, excuse me. if you put that lower piece down, you're gonna have to take off that top piece and double pop and get those double pop dots off. But as long as your lower piece, here, go into Craft Cam if you can, Jewel Cam,
I know what you mean.
and then click me.
Okay.
Okay. So as long as that lower piece, oh, that's perfect right there. Click me one more time.
Got it.
As long as that hour hand, look, is on this white piece
Doesn't get any.
down here,
There you go.
okay? As long as that's right on here, you are going to have space in between here, and then tighten that. If you notice, I had to bend my hands. See how I bend my hands up here and then down at the top, so they're not touching each other, but it gives me leeway for the jewels. That makes sense?
You hear yours ticking?
Yes, but mine's always been ticking.
Oh yeah.
That's not the problem. Okay, I think... Okay, it's working. Okay, so does everyone get that? Get that?
Melissa said I shredded my white piece trying to pull off the pop dots off, thinking maybe just jewel it up to hide the rips.
You can do that. And I put a hole in mine too. Actually, I can't even see the hole right now. Oh, my second hand's covering it.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, Justine.
Well, you held it up and I saw a little poke. Karen's now is working.
Correct. So don't do the double pop dots. I did, Belinda. I took all the pop dots off of here. So if anyone's having problems, and I think you probably may if you don't have that single hand on that white, let me go over that again. So keep that there, Justine. Okay, click me. Okay. There, perfect. Now I just have to keep that. Make sure I'm in focus, okay? So the bottom hand, everyone look up because this is perfect. This bottom hand right here, you're going to have to take the double pop dots off the top, and that's my mistake, and I apologize for that greatly. I promise I did 2 of these. So you're going to have to peel off the pop dots off the first 2. It's not going to look pretty on there, but it doesn't matter because that's going to lay flat. This black piece, you could either put it in the hex nut and then stick it on this white piece, or don't use the hex nut. The hex nut is this. I'll show you the hex nut. Well, hold on. The hex nut is this. I didn't use that hex nut. I was able to go right into that white piece right there of the clock. But if you can't, use the hex nut to go right in that white piece of the clock. And then the top hand goes on that top piece. So there is going to be space, which I can't show you. But you can see how far my katana tip is hitting. There is some white space right there. Okay? And then put that on there. So you'll know if it works right. Go back to Craft Cam, please. You know if it works right. Here, I'm on my hour to hour. If you go and you switch that thing on the back and you forward an hour, if your hour hand is moving along with your big hand, and it went a full hour. So that moved and that worked. So that's working right. Does that make sense to everybody? That was absolutely 100% my fault, and for that I'm very sorry. But I bent those, see how that's the whole hour's there? So Sherry, thank you very much for calling us and telling us that. But I bent up here, I bent up this hour hand, the bottom hand, I bent it up, and then bent it down at the top. So I bent it up here, so it cleared my jewels, but bent it down there so it wasn't sticking up. Same thing with the top one. I bent it up a little bit, so it would clear my bottom hand, and then bent it down. Okay? I know, Joanne, but still, I should have had that right.
Well, you wouldn't know because the other ones worked, right? So.
They did, but that makes no sense.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so now I'm going to finish my jewels. Okay, are we all good? Does everyone get that? I should have. What time is it on here?
11?
No, what time is it on here? I probably should make a note. Oh, don't put your black diamonds back on, Karen. If you put your black diamonds on, just bend that up. And whoever just gave me a sad face, you gotta tell me why you're sad. And then I could fix that. I could help you fix that. Okay, so now I have my black on in the center, my 3mm. And I'm keeping them on because I made that up. I don't know if it did or not, Helen. Maybe it did, but I'm telling you, the stem was not that much shorter. But maybe it was that much shorter, but I'm telling you, I don't think it was. So now I'm going to put not my biggest ones I have, my second biggest ones that I have, right here. And they're going to go on every petal. And actually, these are ABs. These are actually 7mm ABs.
Belinda asked if you think if you use thin pop dots on the other layers, she wouldn't have to bend the hands to clear the jewel.
Well, I'm going to say someone did, and they said they got it. So, yeah, if you use thin pop dots, yes, I think you could. But seriously, Justine, be honest. Don't just say it because you know I'm frustrated. Do you think that those bended hands look ridiculous?
Like looking at it here, it looks funny, but when you hang it on a wall, I don't think you would even notice.
Oh, see, I don't even think it looks funny.
No, I mean,
I think it looks Art Deco.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, but you may think it looks funny.
No, I mean,
I don't
because
think
you're bringing attention to it. Probably if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't even think of it. But no, I don't think it looks silly. It's fine.
I could tell it's working.
Christine says, I love the bent arms.
I actually like the bent arms too. I don't know if I would want to go through a half hour of that again to get the bent arms.
You have to put some kind of disclaimer on your,
I will. That's why I said, what time is it? Because I could tell people to... Am I missing it? Yes, I am.
Barbara says, can I just leave the black jewels off and then I will not have to bend the hands or put smaller jewels?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yes, absolutely. But I still think, get them on there someplace. I'm going to wait till that goes around. Okay. So then I have my dark blues on these tips right here. I think if I were to do this again, I think I would do the same exact way I was teaching you, and I think I would use thin pop dots. She taught that clock class, and we never saw her again.
Jana Evans says, is there any way Chloe and I could get the top two images again? We have torn them trying to remove the pop dots.
Yeah, all you have to do is email us.
There's a lot of jewels on this.
There's a ton of jewels on this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a ton of big jewels on this. It is a pretty cool project.
It is.
I swear to God, I'm not just saying this. I like my arms bent. Something is wrong with the tip of this katana. The way it's in the barrel. Oops.
It's a gorgeous work of art.
Well, we should have been done an hour ago, and for that I'm really sorry.
Misty says, I just might put a jewel in those clock hands.
Okay. Oh, who said that? That's a good idea.
Where they want to email, like, to get those white pieces, info@Stamplistic.
Yes.
info@Stamplistic.com.
And I messed that up. Let me put, hold on. Hold on a second. Okay. My poor dog.
Probably starving the little butt off.
I know. I hope he hasn't gone to the bathroom. Nice. Switched up my jewels here at the end, which is fine. You just want to be consistent. Whoops. I promise you we're going to make cards next class. Get it? Haha.
Hope says, I guess I'll email the email on the little directions to see if I can get that small final nut for the front.
You, as we just showed you, you don't need that small nut at all.
I think she's talking about the top piece that screws the top on.
Oh, I'm going to have to open up. I'm just going to have to send you out a whole kit.
Is that the piece you're talking about,
Because
Hope?
I don't have that. Yeah, we don't have any extras of those. That comes in the kit.
Barbara says, were you saying to put a single thin pop dot layer under the white top layer? Sorry, had to go finish up dinner and walk back in when someone
Okay,
said that.
so I'm going to say don't do that because I had a very hard time putting mine on, even when I didn't have thin pop dots on. I really had to push it down in there, which is fine. It looks great, but I would say no right now to those pop dots on the top. I would keep it flat. If you use thin pop dots throughout the entire medallion, then yes, I would do that.
She said, yes, the final little nut for the front of the hands.
Yeah, I'm going to have to send you out a whole new clock box. Are you 1,000% sure it wasn't in there and didn't drop someplace? I have to miss now. Big jewel. It's right there. Nice. Okay, I have 4 extra of those blue ones. Did you see any place I missed the blue?
Oh, she said, oh no. She's saying to you, I dropped it trying to figure out the hands and now I can't find it. I'll email the place.
Oh, you're not going to be able to email the place. Just please try to find it. You're going to have to buy a whole new clock mechanism. But see if you could find it on the ground. And if you can't, just email us because we'll just have to open one. But yeah, no, if you dropped it, please, it should be very easy to find.
This is fun. Mine is ticking away.
Well, that's good. I'm so
Alice
glad.
says, I will email, but I got funky counts. on gems. 16 black, 8 graphite, and 40 blue shade.
Well, can you make them work? Who counted these?
No clue. Never keep track of the jewelers.
Look, I have... If you could make them work, use them. And look, I had 2 extra blue shade. So, Misty, I'm putting them on my clock hands. That's a good idea. Yeah, we've... You shouldn't be that much off with jewels. Oh, I like
She
that
said,
on
yep,
the clock
I'll
hands.
get creative.
As long as you're consistent. Be consistent. If it's not consistent, then email us, Alicia. But if you can be consistent, then do that. Okay, so let me show you how we did these other parts. But I think I want you to do them tomorrow, and not today because, well, I'm afraid to do anything with these clock hands. Okay. I guess I'll do it. Let me do it. Okay, so we have these little, what are these things called again?
Index clips.
Index clips. And I'm going to put the index clips just like that. See how the top, I want that part there with this bottom part here. So I'm going to start it just like a normal clock. So there's my 12, and my clock my time may be wrong, but don't worry about it, because you could always reset that. So there's my 12. Here would be my 6. See what I'm doing? I want to make them kind of nice and even. Here would be my 3. And here would be my 9. Okay, does everyone see how I'm making this even? And then I know I have to put 2 of these in between. And I'm just going to eye them up and put them in. So there's 1. Now you can stop wherever you want to stop. Like at one point I thought, ooh, I like these and I'm just going to stop. But then I thought it needed more, so I put those big honkin' jewels on. And then I thought it was just too bare, and then I put the hearts on. So if any point you want to stop because you don't like all that, you can absolutely stop. I like those jewels on those hands, Misty. Good idea. But does everybody see what I'm doing here? Oh my god, this is such a cool project when it's done, but it was so hard tonight. I thought the internet was going to go down, to be honest. Okay, do I have 12 on?
Yep.
Okay. So now, I took, because I wanted them popped up a little bit, I took my round pop dots, and I actually popped up my jewels on them. And if you don't have round ones, you could use your hole clip, oh my god, your paper, oh my god, your hole punch, and stick them on there. So I'm just putting it there, okay, lifting this off.
Can you put the extra jewel in the center?
You know what, it's rounded in the center, so I don't think so, because it's a flat back and that's rounded there. And I just popped them up just like that all the way around. And I'm using my small circles. Whoops. Are we in picture-in-picture?
Picture-in-picture, we're in craft cam.
Just craft cam?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got you covered.
Hold on, I need my katana. I don't know what I'm doing.
Heard it fall down here.
So did I.
Got a bunch of jewels down here, Jenny. I don't think
Thanks.
they're from this one, are they? No.
No. No, so don't put them up here. I'll get confused.
Jenny! Can't have him sit down there by himself.
So, going back to the beginning. Ooh, what it's... I know, but it shouldn't have. I don't know. I'm so baffled. But thank you everyone for being nice about it. However, it shouldn't have been that bad.
I
Whoops.
just took a picture.
Yep, I heard you. My God, if I drank, I would drink after this. So I would definitely put these jewels on, but in the beginning, because these are your 8mm. In the beginning, remember how I said, oh, in your extra hands,
Rock hands?
yeah, keep them for an altered art project or something like that, because we only need one set of hands. That's really why I like these clock pieces.
Deborah says she only got 11 of the 8mm crystals.
No. You're going to have to email us. Oops. So, I do like the crystals. I know I started saying this 3 times already and stopped. Is my clock moving? Actually, I really like that better sticking out like that. Look at that. Look at that compared to this. I like those. I like the squiggly arms. Hands.
So if we do another one, thin for the layers except top flat.
I would think you would be safe with that, Donna. But you can do, yes, but I think you could get away with one layer being popped, like the bottom layer being popped up on normal pop dots on the card. Does that make sense? So this bottom one, you could pop up that bottom one, and then use your flats. I think you'd be okay with that. I swear to God, I'm not saying this. I like those those bended arms. Okay, I've started with saying this 3 times now already. So I would put these big jewels on. If you guys have in your arsenal of crafts something that has numbers and it looks good to you, I would go ahead and use the numbers and not the hearts.
How fast can I get thin pop dots?
Mail them on Monday.
Kelly Windsor said if you read the back of the directions, it talks about the difference in the holes on the hands and how to mount them. Donna O'Hare said thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I looked at this and I thought, oh, I still think it needs something more. If you don't think so, then you can stop. But I thought it needed something more, so that's why we gave you the hearts. So you're going to do the same thing. I picked a side either right or left, and I put these on right next to. And who knows, maybe you don't want to put this on. Maybe you just want to put these things on.
Good night, Deb Fisher.
That's totally up to you. Do you know the swearing that is going to happen after we sign off from this event? I could tell you the first word that's going to come out of my mouth. I think I'm going to go to the office and count jewels.
Does it rhyme with duck?
Yep. It's a great project.
Karen Plumley said, "Me too, Jennifer."
She is too. Why is she?
I don't.
Okay. See now, would you stop there? Or would you put your hearts on?
Well, if I saw that, I'd think, "Ooh, that looks cool." But you would, if you know what
Because
I mean?
it does look cool.
Right. Let me.
Now the other thing I could do. See, this is it with the hearts. I know. What I could do, we didn't give everybody these, is I could actually fill these in here all the way around. So it would have these all the way around just with those pieces. And then just the...
Why don't you fasten the back of the clock to the record?
It doesn't. It's just there. And when you hang it, it's going to hang straight.
I like it without the hearts.
Yeah, some people might. You like it without the hearts?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I love it with the hearts, and when I see that, that looks kind of cool too.
I know.
Everybody's going to have their own love it with hearts or without hearts. It's probably going to be half and half. I don't do the hearts on that one since you did on the other one. You have two different ones. Nope, you're doing hearts. I don't know, Jenny.
No, I'm going to see.
This has been fun and the way we fix mistakes.
Well, I think you guys are being way too nice. If I was on your end. See, I put the hearts on there. I'm like, oh yeah, it needs the hearts.
Or you could put hearts just on 12, 3, 6, and 9.
I tried that and it looks funky. It looks really, in my mind, it looks really silly.
Cherise said it's a beautiful project and you figured it out with us. A real learning evening.
Yeah, and how dumb I can be.
I put a pop dot on the clock part to stick to the record.
That's fine. That's good. What do you think, though? I mean, now when you see the hearts, aren't you like, oh yeah, the hearts?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny because you could do it either way.
I know. You could actually do this too. If you wanted to do that. Put them on the record itself. Now see, all of a sudden I like that. See what I just did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice. Beautiful project going in my craft room.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do it like that. Before I throw it in the
yeah,
trash.
but can you do it like that? Can you actually can't tell where the 3, 6, 9, and 12 is, really?
If you look at a clock, do you need the numbers to tell what time
No,
it is?
I'm just saying it doesn't give you any space or anything. The other way it gave you that little space.
It did, but I kind of like that. Oh, I don't know. It could go either way. But anyhow, so you're going to play with your hearts.
You're being too hard on yourself. It's just fanciers who have the kids, right? It's a learning experience for all of us. I learned time stops and we were having fun crafting together.
Yeah, time does stop. I don't know what I want to do. See, this is exactly where I stopped at the other place. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait. But Misty, you're totally right. For those of you who had an extra jewel in there, great.
What is the size of the heart?
This heart? Oh, I don't know. This is your 8mm jewel.
Measure the ruler, Jenny. Measure it up.
Well, from loop to loop is like a 1/2 inch. If I took out that oh, trust me, I've done this several times. I've done this several times. This is where I say you could stop right here. If I had numbers, maybe I'll put numbers on here. I just didn't have numbers to give everybody, and that was the problem. But if I had numbers, I would put numbers probably right there. Maybe I'll wait and do that. But I don't know. I mean, the hearts look good too. The hearts look good. So it's up to you. Oh my gosh. Steenie.
Like, look at the clock again.
What clock?
The heart.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't the hearts be... Oh, no, forget it.
Well, whichever way you want them. You're saying in or out?
Yeah, but because I was thinking they're all upside down, but no, they're not on the bottom.
Correct.
So I guess it's nothing.
They have to be consistent.
I don't get to be part of Fanster Fridays very often, but it was so much fun. I love figuring things out together.
Well, I don't.
No hearts with the bent arms. Let the bent arms be the focal point.
I love the bent arms. I think the bent arms were fantastic on here. I love the bent arms. But I am going to put something around there. I think I'm going to put the, I think I'm going to put numbers on there. I really do. I do like the bent arms. Okay, folks. Oh, my God.
That's all she wrote.
Oh, my God. What is it, like 1 o'clock? What time is it?
11:30
Oh, my
almost.
God, it's so close.
Poor little Crosby.
Poor little Crosby. Oh, my God. Poor
Yeah.
little us. If anybody has any questions, please, please email us or call us, okay?
We'll give you Sherry's number now.
Exactly.
Kidding, Sherry.
No, we'll help you, but I think everyone got it. I will put a disclaimer up there, though, that tells the people who have not watched tonight that maybe they need to watch it in its entirety. I don't know. Let us know if you're missing anything, but oh my God, again, I'm going to say one more time, I'm sorry, but I think we're all good. I think we're good. Does everyone's clock work? Does anyone's clock not work right now? Love this snarty or another one. Well, the good news is we only had 15 left.
Jackie, I'm calling you personally.
Does anyone's clock now work? I think we got it. If your clock doesn't work, call me. Or maybe talk to, Peggy. And Peggy's going to be like, I'm not taking these phone calls.
Peggy, does your clock work if you're still on?
Is she still? I bet no. First of all, she wasn't making it tonight.
Oh, she wasn't. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I would say look for class. We only have 2 more classes, I believe, left of this year to do.
Wow.
Is it 2? It is 2. It's only 2 more. 1. Yeah. Oh, mine works. Oh, good, Pegsty. That's good. Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. Okay, well, good. Barbara knows all the things that you have to go through. But we only have 2 more classes, and I can guarantee...
We don't do them in December?
No, because remember, we have to put together mid-year cheer, and it has to go out.
Oh, that's true.
But we get together with them in December. We don't do classes in December. Yeah. So it'll be a card thing, and I did want to do another project with you for the last class, but I'm not sure because this was a disaster.
Oh, Hope Duran
perfect.
found it.
Hope, did you really find it, or are you just saying that because you don't want to do that, or you don't want to email us? Please, if you didn't find it, let us know. Is my clock working?
I wasn't watching.
Okay, let me go back and do that. Anyhow, look for 17 on Monday. Ish. If I'm off, I'll let you know that. But thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Good night, everybody.
And as soon as we go off, we're gonna make sure the mic is off because
I'm not gonna do anything.
things are gonna come out of my mouth. Okay, are you ready to hit the end?
Yes, move your
Well,
feet too out of the
Justini,
way.
you're not there. Wait, we gotta say officially goodbye.
I know.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good
Have
night,
a good
everybody.
weekend.
Bye.